Hello everybody and welcome to the watch along. Coming up in today's show, I am just getting myself ready for mics, audios, positions, just making sure that we look and sound great when we literally come on live in a couple more minutes. As you can see, it is winter in Wonderland here at Newcastle. It has been snowing heavily for a good while now. But coming up on today's stream, so first up you'll have me with you for about half an hour. We're going to take a look back at reaction from the last game. We'll also take a look what the fans have said in the fan reaction show, and we've also got one of the lads' thoughts on the last game. After that, we're then going to move on to today's game, where we'll have a look, a little bit of a snippet from the preview, maybe one of another clips perhaps. But then Adam's going to join us around about half an hour's time from now, and we're going to talk about our lineups. Is it right? Is the formation right? Personnel, key battles. We'll also take a look at the wayside as well. Same thing, we'll look at the key battles, and we'll also chat about in and out of forms and possibly even transfers maybe discussed on today's stream. And then round about 5 to 10 minutes before kickoff, I will be leaving you, and then Carl will be taking over with Adam to see us through all the way through the match. So if you are watching the match, turn the volume down, interact with the lads, have your say in the chat. The lads will read them out. We'll see you in a couple of minutes when I go live.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Hello everybody, how are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. It is. And then it's an afternoon there. It feels very, very strange Newcastle having a very early kickoff. Normally we're kicking off at 8 o'clock, but Newcastle kick off in just under an hour's time. The team news, of course, is out, and we'll talk a little bit more about the team news a little bit later. So coming up on the build-up before we bring in Carl. Carl's going to be with us at about 12 o'clock roughly. We're going to be, first of all, as we always do in the build-up, we'll reflect on the last game, unfortunately. Danny Mills a bit cuckoo in the head, thinking that Newcastle fans would be mad if we got rid of Steve Bruce if we play like that in the second half. But Danny Mills doesn't watch Newcastle. Brandon's thoughts, obviously a tweak in the formation, which I've done a video a little bit early on this week, and we've also got the fan reaction. All of that within about half an hour, and then Carl's going to come on and we're going to discuss the lineups. We'll have a quick little spy for anybody who hasn't seen the lineups with Newcastle. So this is what Steve Bruce has gone with. I almost got it spot on. Me and Sam done the preview last night. Sam was wrong about Carl Darlow. He was also wrong about Jordan Pickford, so maybe he doesn't know much about goalkeepers. Sorry, Sam. But Carl Darlow is in goal. Javi Manquillo is at right wing back. That's where I got it wrong. I thought Kraft will come in, but it is Manquillo. Hayden is playing centre back with Fabian Schär and Jamal Lascelles. Lewis at left wing back. Jonjo Shelvey and Jeff Hendricks somehow keep their places in the central two. And then you'll have Almiron and Ryan Fraser in support of Callum Wilson. So that's the Newcastle United team. Let's just have a quick look at the bench. You've got Dubravka, you've got Kieran Clark, Matty Longstaff, Andy Carroll, Joe Litton, Alan Saint-Maximin, Dwight Gale, Emil Kraft, and Ellie Anderson is back on the bench. So there isn't huge surprises for me because we almost got the lineup spot on in last night's preview. We got 10 out of 11 right. So yeah, it doesn't really surprise me that unfortunately we can predict Bruce a little bit of late. But it's one of them. Like I say, we'll talk about the lineups a little bit later. And this is the Everton side that they've gone with. It's very strong, isn't it? When you look at that lineup, it's almost their strongest side. You've got Pickford, which again, I knew he would play today. I just had the feeling he would. Coleman, it looks like they're playing 4 at the back. So it's Coleman, Keane, Mina and Digne, who will play a left back, and then you've got Decore and Sigurdsson in centre midfield, and then you've got the likes of Iwobi, Rodriguez, Richarlison to go and attack with Calvert-Lewin. So it looks like a 4-2-3-1 that Everton are playing, and then on the bench, surprisingly, they've named 2 goalkeepers on the bench, which is a bit strange. You've got Kenny Holgate, Gomez, Ben Godfrey, you've got Gordon the young lad, Tom Davis, who we were heavily linked to. So they've only named 3, 6, 7, 8 substitutes out of possible 9, and 2 of those are goalkeepers. So that's the Everton side. Very, very strong Everton side, I must have to say. But yeah, like I say, we shall talk all about them a little bit later. Let's just quickly have a look what you're saying in the comments before we reflect on the last game. Morning, Lee. How are you doing, Peter? I'm all right, Peter. I'm in hope. That's all I can go with today. Hope. And will Newcastle actually turn up today like they did in the second half? Let's hope so as well. I hope the BBC are wrong. Manquillo isn't playing right midfield with Hayden at right back. Well, there is a tweak poll, which I did do a video. I'm going to highlight that video in a couple of more minutes as well. So, because when we're in possession, Hayden moves to right back. Well, last week, Hayden moved to right back and Murphy bombed on. Out of possession, we went to 5 at the back. I'm sticking with my 2-0 Everton prediction, says Hayden. I've got a score draw today. I think we'll get a draw. Hayden at right back, says Thomas. Darlow keeps his place in goal. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I think Darlow is currently number 1 at the minute. Morning, late. Let's hope we get a good performance today. Things have to start changing today, points-wise. And Hayden playing centre midfield. Lee's been on BT. Yeah, I was on BT a couple of times through the week as well. Just my thoughts. A little bit disappointed they didn't cut out my little rant about Bruce, but they didn't put that in. Sorry. No Sean Longstaff yet again. Good point, says Kevin. Fantastic as well. No Richie definitely leaving. There is strong rumours that Richie is heading off to Bournemouth. That's a very, very good point, Ron. Thank you very much for bringing that up. I didn't notice that, so thank you. James, hang on. Wasn't Joe Litton supposed to be punished for breaking COVID rules? Yeah, you probably get just a week's wages or 2 weeks' wages. And why is Clark on the bench and Hayden at centre back? What's the logic in that? What do you think of Rob Elliott going to Watford? Fantastic for him. Brilliant servant. He'll probably play number 2 behind Ben Foster. By the way, Ben Foster's YouTube channel is brilliant, by the way, if you haven't seen that. Absolutely, it's one of the best YouTube channels out there. Rob Elliott has joined Watford. Yeah, spot on. Hope everyone's keeping safe. Hayden is playing in centre midfield. Well, the only way we'll find out is a kick-off. Because I don't think you're playing centre mid. I think he's playing BT are saying it's 4-3-3. We'll have to see. We'll have to see when we get a kickoff. But the admin at Newcastle says that we're playing 5 at the back. So that's Grant, who runs the Newcastle United Twitter account as well. And Yeah, God's sake, Lola, we've gone for the same outfit today. But you see, Sam, I get the goalkeepers right. You see, I know me stuff, and I put this Newcastle United shirt on. If you want to come on and look like a twin later on, Sam, that is fine. You want to, if I want to influence you and you look up to me, that is fine, mate. That is all good. We are under a spell. You have a feeling before every game that we could do something. It's the hope, Hasfit. That's all it is. It's hope. That is it. I hope Richie doesn't leave. He's one of our most vocal players, and he runs his socks off as well. And he will take, like you showed on this tactics board, Lee. Yeah, we're going to pull that up as well. So we'll read some of your comments out a little bit later. And then what we're going to do is just quickly have a look at what Brandon thought about Newcastle's defeat against Leeds. This is about a minute long, so I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, Lee, it was indeed a lot better. I agree. But I have to say it was against a weaker Leeds United side. They were not on that form as they, especially attacking wise, as they normally are. We know they give away chances, but if Carl Wilson was a little bit more sharp, then we could have nicked a draw. I think it's most important we just have Bruce out of our club, nick up a result somewhere, but I don't see it happening next week against Everton. Okay, they played much better as they did to Arsenal. ASM shouldn't overdo himself and want too much. He's just pushing it too much, in my opinion. I have to say though, Shaw is a much better improvement from last week. He's pushing forward, actually creating some chances. Wilson could have been better. He's kind of disappointing me last couple of games, to be fair. The only way Bruce is going out is us going into a relegation battle.
Yeah, only way Bruce is going out is in a relegation battle. Yeah, I mean, we're getting close. We're getting twitchy because Fulham are playing West Brom. So all eyes on that one again. So welcome to the watch along, everybody. If you've just joined us as well, thank you for watching. If you can hit that like button, that does help us massively, gets us promoted on YouTube's algorithm a lot more. So thank you if you can. So that was Brandon's thoughts going on to the game. We're going to quickly just jump straight into what Danny Mills says, because Danny Mills has not got a Scooby-Doo. Here it is.
And then obviously with the sports bar, I'm sure there'll be lots of Chelsea fans talking about Thomas Tuchel and what's going to happen there. But surely we've got to hear from Newcastle fans. This second half display, the performance in the second half, do they really want Steve Bruce to be sacked off the back of that, even if they lose the game? I think they'd be mad if that's what they want. The players they've played for him, they've worked hard, they've created opportunities against a decent side. They just haven't had that little bit of luck or that little bit of quality.
Yeah, that was Danny Mills. A bit strange. I can clearly see that Danny Mills doesn't watch Newcastle much because we don't play like that very often. It's very, very rare that we play like that in the second half. Of course, Saint-Maximin did help and change the dynamics of the game because he was running. It created a lot of space for Fabian Schär to bomb on as well, which was brilliant to see Fabian Schär do that. But some pundits on that platform, on that radio station, have actually spoken quite sensibly for a change, but Danny Mills isn't one of them, because a lot of them are saying that Bruce needs to go. The way Newcastle are playing in this suffocating football is not great to watch, and that finally non-Newcastle fans are saying it, but Danny Mills clearly doesn't watch Newcastle, because if he sees that, bit of a joke, isn't it? When we stood next to each other, there's only one person looking up, and it ain't me. That's because, Sam, you are about 6'6", mate. He's a giant. Sam's one of them where he's a Peter Crouch. If you need to whip the ball in, he just stands there all game, and you'll get on the end of it and put it out of the bar. That's Sam's footballing ability. Bruce is in a lose-lose situation. If we start playing better, it's all down to Graham Jones, and if we continue to play badly, it's down to Bruce. The hierarchy have played this very well, to be honest. Yeah, will we see effect with Graham Jones straight away? I'm not so sure just yet. Look, if Newcastle play a little bit different, I'd love to see that. But I think it might be a little bit too soon at the moment. And Shelby and Hendrick again in midfield. Yeah, I know it's disappointing, and turn him off. Are you talking about Danny Mills or Steve Bruce, who's on your cameras at the moment? If you are watching BT Sport and the match does kick off, stick it on mute and listen to me and call twisting, or obviously be disappointed. And you know how the watch alongs go. We'll always talk about something random as well. Do you think we can win today? I always have hope. I think Newcastle's record at Goodison's been awful. I mean, I've been down there the last few years. Goodison, we seem to be getting draws, quite a few draws of late down there. But I'll take a draw again if it means that it's an Everton side who are very strong. Their ability, their first 11's way better than ours. And that's sad to say that, unfortunately. But it is the fact. How many times has Danny watched us this season? I think he's mad. Yeah, spot on. Will Wilson score? Wilson has not had much service. Hasn't scored for a while now, Callum Wilson. So the goals have dried up a little bit, hadn't it? And Peter says, according to the BBC website, Steve Bruce says the club would listen to tempting offers for any player in the squad, including Scotland midfielder Matt Ritchie, 31 of the price is right. I laugh at that Scotland midfielder. The first time he ever stepped foot into Scotland when he got called up in the Scottish side. You can't live any more south. I think Ritchie's from Gosport, which is not far off Bournemouth. A lovely, strong Scottish accent that he's got, like none of it. But we'll see. Yes, Tenny Arms is playing, Jake. We'll talk about Everton's lineup when Carl comes in about 12 o'clock as well. And Lee, did you send the letter to Bruce? Oh, yeah, of course I did. Yeah, I love Steve Bruce, didn't I? Absolutely. But yes, thank you very much for all people who are watching on Twitch as well. Thank you for joining us as well. We are live on YouTube and Twitch on all of our videos as we're trying to grow our Twitch platform. Right, what I want to do is, because looks like it's playing 5 at the back. I mean, it could be wrong. We'll have to wait until we see a kick off. I've done a video on the counter board that I've got, how we change formation in possession. And I want to highlight that video again before we get some fan reactions a little bit later. Right, so here we are then, everybody. So this was the formation that Newcastle were playing against Aston Villa. Now, obviously, we've got Manquillo, you've got Hayden, you've got Lascelles, Shea, Lewis, you've got Hendrick, you've also got John Joe Shelby as well. And then you had over here, you had Miguel Miron and Ryan Fraser somewhat in a, I hate to say this, false number 10. Well, you know. So we've seen that in this massive large gap over the right-hand side when we didn't have the ball. But when we did have the ball, and, you know, Bruce was trying something a little bit different, and what we tend to find is obviously Jacob Murphy over here. He was then moved to right midfield when we had the ball, and Hayden was moving across to right back, which was interesting. Something that I haven't seen Steve Bruce do, and he has to obviously keep doing more and more, come up with new ideas, because the team is not winning many games. Of course, the 5 at the back is a no-go for me, and you'll see that on the whiteboard in a minute. I just don't like it, but there is a couple of things that were happening. So this is the first thing that I noticed. Is this something that we can utilise? I thought Hayden was all right down that side. Jacob Murphy, for me, cost us 2 goals. He gave the ball away for the first one, and he was Akers upfield for the second goal, where Jack Harrison fires at the back of the net. But going back into shape, that's when we didn't have the ball. And what was interesting over here is this little fella, Ryan Fraser. What Ryan Fraser was doing is, obviously, if you guys notice it, in particular first half, he was coming over to this left-hand side. And remember the whip ball that went in and it just went wide, that whip cross? Wilson was there. You obviously seen Jacob Murphy bombing on to get it in the box, and they both missed it. And for me, in particular first half, Fraser was a threat. Do I like him in that number 10? I'm not going to lie and say I don't, because I think it should be Miguel Miron who should be in that number 10, personally, for me. I think Almiron should be given a chance, and I'll talk about that on the whiteboard in a moment. But you would have seen this as well. When the game changed and we brought Alan Saint-Maximin on, of course, so number 10, we're just going to say this is Alan Saint-Maximin now. So he's been subbed on, Saint-Maximin is on. What you were tending to find with Alan Saint-Maximin is that he was picking the ball up actually quite central. Don't get me wrong, a couple of times he was picking the ball up out wide, but he was actually picking the ball up central, and he wanted to just run at the defence. Now, that causes problems. Yes, I know he give the ball away a couple of times. That's to be expected, but it causes problems. It gets leads on the back foot. But he was a threat, although he was giving the ball away. Of course, he did assist when he was bombing forward, when Jamal Lewis was bombing on, and he played in Jamal Lewis here, and obviously Lewis blew it over the bar. But to be honest, he was a threat. Do I like him there in the left side? I prefer to stay out left and come inbound. Again, I'll talk about that on the whiteboard in just a second. But that was one thing that happened. But what was also interesting against Leeds is this man, Fabian Schär of Circle. I've just given him number 4 just for this purpose alone. A lot of obviously Alan Saint-Maximin was driving, but that allowed Fabian Schär just to bomb on, and he was getting forward loads, man. He was picking the ball from defence and just bombing on loads of time. He had loads of obviously opportunities to do that, play people in. He also had a shot which Meslier saved as well. But what worries me about obviously Fabian Schär bombing forward is that, yes, he's great in the back 5. He won't do that in the back 4, so that'll take that threat away, because I actually want to see a back 4 this weekend.
So if we put Fabian Schär back in his position, these two, for me, just don't work. Jeff Hendrick and Jonjo Shelvey are just not runners for me. If you're going to have one that sits, that has to be Isaac Hayden for me, and the other one has to be the box-to-box, or at least have a bit of energy. That's why I feel Hayden and Matty are much better. These two were very, very much static for me, whereas Fabian Schär was shown these two how to get up the pitch, man. How to get up the pitch. It should be one of these two having the license. Notably, it should be Jonjo Shelvey. He's got all the technique in the world, getting up and down that pitch. So for me, there's a couple of tweaks that need to be done if Bruce wants to keep playing the five at the back, because that centre midfield for me needs to be changed. We also know I feel that Matt Ritchie's probably best at the wing back than Jamal Lewis. I think that needs to be changed as well. I don't like Fraser on the 10. That should be Miguel Miran over here as well. This situation over the right wing back and Hayden moving in, I'm not against that. It's something different that Bruce was trying. But for me, to get the most out of the counter-attack, because we will play deep this weekend, is to go with 4 at the back and go with Wilson, Almiron, Fraser, and Saint-Maximin. Those are your front 4 for me.
So that's what I would have liked to see. And obviously, I jumped on the whiteboard after that video. If you want to watch that video, it's in early on this week. It's on the channel. But there was a couple of tweaks there, which you've seen. Obviously, when we were in possession, Hayden was going to right back and Murphy was bombing on. Of course, there's no Murphy today. So will Bruce go with that again? Similar. We'll have to say to kick off whether it is 5 at the back or whether it's 4 at the back. We still don't know yet. I think it's 5. And then, of course, we've seen Fabian Schär when Alan Saint-Maximin came on. Fabian Schär had a lot of space to run into midfield. And I also highlight the fact of Jonjo Shelvey and Jeff Hendrick playing in that centre midfield too. I don't like it. Jonjo Shelvey hasn't got the legs. Granted, second half he was trying to get forward. And Jeff Hendrick, I don't know what Jeff Hendrick does to Newcastle United. And it's mad to say that Jeff Hendrick was joint second top goal scorer this season, which is absolutely crazy to say that. But for me, those two in centre midfield just, there's not enough energy. I would have preferred Matty being there. At least you've got a runner. And it was embarrassing a little bit for me when I seen Fabian Schär doing their work, because that's what a centre midfielder is meant to do. A box-to-box midfielder. Fabian Schär was that man in midweek, and he's a centre-back. Now, if we played 4 at the back today, which I doubt that it is a 4 at the back, but if we do, Fabian Schär won't be doing that today. He won't have the license to do that. So one of them midfielders has got to start getting forward for me. But it also goes to the same as that. If Jonjo Shelvey does have a lot of the ball, even if it's deep, you've then got to look up the field and have some runners. For me, Joe Litton's never going to run for us. I'm pleased he's not in the lineup. But of course, Jonjo Shelvey has a great partnership with actually Dwight Gale. You've seen at the end of last season, Dwight Gale was getting on the end of a lot. You remember the goal against Liverpool, just top of my head, a lot of the balls that Shelvey was playing. So Shelvey, when he does play well, you could be on it, but the lad is just not performing at the minute. For me, I'll take Shelvey out the side and I'll probably play it. And it's mad to say this. And I don't rate Jeff Hendrick, but I'll probably play Hendrick over Jonjo Shelvey at the minute. And that's how poor Jonjo Shelvey is. I don't think any of them are doing well at the minute. But if I had to pick one of the two, I wouldn't pick Shelvey at the minute. I think his form's just very poor. And he's just, again, people joke that when we play with Joe Litton that we've got 10 men. Well, it's kind of like the same with Jonjo Shelvey, because what does Shelvey do? What does he bring to Newcastle United currently at the minute? For me, nothing. His form's absolutely shocking at the moment. He's not the only one. I know it sounds like I'm picking on the two centre midfielders, but they're not doing it for me. They really, really aren't. But yeah, there we go. Let's just have a look at what he's saying about what I've just mentioned there. Jeff Hendrick has to go as well, says Charlie. Maybe Bruce will mix it up and go at 6 at the back. Frank, I think you're being kind there. I think it's going to be 10 at the back. And Bruce never doesn't know how to tell attackers to attack, never mind defenders. There's a comment there about Hendrick, says Danny. Hendrick and Shelvey in the middle makes me nervous. It's like Rodriguez will outplay us. Yeah, it's a good shout because Rodriguez will try and find those pockets of space. It's so embarrassing that Hendrick is our second top goal scorer as well. Bruce's losses matter. And Everton midfield will dominate with a pass, yeah. And Lee, do you know the Longstaff brothers on Premier League quality? Either one of them, but Hayden. Well, maybe not, but I would have liked to see Matty play just with the energy. Anderson's on the bench. And you're spot on about when midfields is Jordi Sancaster as well. And Shelvey said on a podcast his favourite is to play with Gale. Yeah, because he understands about Gale and Shelvey's link-up play is brilliant, but Gale doesn't get a sniff at the minute. Gale's future is out the club. And of course, the transfer window literally closes in a day or two. So we are going to be doing a deadline day video. Laugh at that if you want, but we're going to be bringing in fans, quite similar to a fan reaction show. So if you want to come on a deadline day and have your say about Newcastle's appalling transfer window, you can do. You'll see that in your notifications. If you hit the bell underneath, you'll see that pop up. in a couple of days' time. But what we're going to do is next is thank you for all the nice comments as well. I've seen loads of great comments about the countdown board that I've just used in the whiteboard earlier on this week. That was really nice to see. So that's a feature that is coming back for the channel at least once a week now. But we're going to go back and take a look at what the fans have said, and then we should have Carl with us very, very shortly.
Well, it just says it all, really, to be honest. Yes, you could see the performance, it was a bit better, but still, it's still not good enough. Unfortunately, it's still another defeat on the bounce. First half, we were dismal.
Yeah.
Fair enough, after we got the equaliser, but we were 2-1 down. I mean, the second goal we conceded, who was picking Harrison up at that particular point? No one. He's been given that so much space. Again, as I mentioned, kind of take any away from the goal he scored, but still, you should not be allowed to give him that much space. Unfortunately, I suppose there was a lot more chances. Okay, we did try and press forward. Maybe it should be thinking, should we have took another one particularly? But still, it's not good enough at all. Steve Bruce, he can't be the manager of this club for much longer. Hopefully,
try and put in a performance against Everton at least, because obviously the reason why we beat them last time because they didn't have most of their players were out, good ones, and now they're going to probably be fit for that one. But I can see us getting beat, but if we try, I'll be a bit more happy.
Well, same old shite really in the first half, wasn't it? And then second half was a bit better. You know, he got higher up the pitch. You see why everyone says you need service into Callum Wilson, because we got a lot of balls in the box. We played a lot better. Just it wasn't there. We hit the bar twice, and Shelby forced a good save. Lascelles had a few very good opportunities with his head. I think we were value for a point tonight. Although I'm obviously not happy because the first half was shocking, but it was better. Take the positive for the reaction, but again, that's the problem. It should be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
So it's he deserves a little bit of credit, but overall, he still needs to go. It's not good enough. To be fair, I think the formation's right. We need four at the back, 4-2-3-1. I like, to be fair, Miggy in the middle, and then he has Fraser and saint-maximin on the wings. I don't know. It's forever the fullbacks are just lacking. Yeah. Lewis, how does he miss? How's he not scored?
But even putting it on target, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What is he doing? Fair enough. He made the run. I thought he played well, decent tonight. A lot better than he has been, but he needs to put it away. Otherwise, he's just going to get shit.
The second half shows how capable we are, but it's so few and far between that it's because Bruce, as you were saying, he'll revert back to a back five. Second half was very good. We were very ambitious, but that's just pissing in the wind, really, because it's the first half was deplorable. It couldn't have gotten any worse. That's who he's holding on to, Maxi. But it's no good doing that to one player. We have good attacking players, and he doesn't let them do what they're meant to do, and that's attack. He was poor the first half. He couldn't get anything going, but once we started attacking, he started showing how good he acted. Everyone, it was a good all-round attacking performance. But the two players that should hold their heads in shame are Murphy and Lewis. Because Lewis he worries me when he has the ball. And Murphy obviously giving the first goal away, and I thought he was very poor for the second one.
Bruce should be gone before fans even get into St James's Park. Yeah. He will need his own security team around him. It's so toxic. He should be nowhere near the club. That's why he's still here, because the stadium's completely empty. He's still there. It's only a matter of time. We're going to the championship. Yes, I would organise one with you guys tonight. but we're all stuck in the houses.
I know, mate.
Yeah.
When can we organise one, mate? No. Rafa was a legend for the championship. It took us over in 2016. Last again, 10 games in the Prem. He stuck us through this mud of shit because Dean McLaren, the McNugget man, caused it. We don't want the same scenario this season where we get the likes of maybe Eddie Howard, Frank Lampard, Rafa Benitez taking over the club before it's too late.
I do actually think there are a few positives to take from the game. I think some people that have already been on are, I mean, obviously 11 games without a win is shit. But just, I guess, the fact that in that second half, I actually sort of started to, I don't know, get excited at times, as opposed to, you know, the usual shit that's been going on last few weeks where, you know, like I was actually, you know, shouting at the screen at times, or, you know, egging some of the players on, or, you know, getting excited. So
get a bit of passion again.
Yeah, a bit of passion, and I think that's what's been missing from the players in recent games. But I did see some passion from some of the players today, especially Fabian Schär. We've been missing a player to sort of take the game by the bollocks, so to speak, like I think he did in that second half, to take a bit of responsibility.
If you tuned in around the 70th minute mark, you might have seen a half decent side of football from Newcastle. Apart from that, not really. Lo and behold, if you play players in their correct position, they actually play well. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, you know, Almiron, there's a big clue on his back, and it says 10. So again, it's almost like he should be playing in the number 10 role. And if you see where he scored from the number 10 role. So when we did three actual passes in a row, he actually scored. Like, I think that's what Steve Bruce actually planned all this time. I mean, 18 months it's taken him. He's finally got it together. He's thought to himself, let me try this Miggy Almiron kid out again. You know, maybe try and get him out of defensive midfield or left back. Let me try and play him in the number 10 role. I mean, he's got this number 10 on his back. I might try him there. And he goes and scores. And then the second one, sorry to cut as well, Jake, like, ASM. Imagine having ASM on the bench, a fresh ASM for 60 minutes. And then he comes on and he's running the show. He's running the show. And this is not just me being, you know, an ASM fanboy. Of course, I appreciate him. And I don't think he's going to be for much longer. But let's appreciate him and make the most of him. Because, again, if you're ASM, you're thinking, do I want to be playing with this shit? He was taking it from, like, into midfield. And he was still them.
No, he does not want to be playing with his shit. We put 305 passes in today, and ASM was 100 of them. 100 of them when he comes in at the end. He ran wild. Miggy, that's what this page shows right here. And if you look at any of our stats, it's all second half. Now, I guess I'm pleased to see a slightly better second half, but it actually kind of pisses me off. And I'm not going to be all mad today, but it just shows how inconsistent we are. Like, we should be doing, I don't know, something like this most of the time, right? Win or lose, we ought to be doing some of this crap. But in fact, for most of the halves this year, we don't do this. So I guess I'm glad to see it for a little while. 40, you're spot on with putting Miggy in at 10 there. Yeah, just because he can run back quickly and defend doesn't mean he should be running back and defend. Right? So I see, is there some positive? Yeah, is that enough light in the room to keep us from being relegated? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That 7-point cushion is slowly disappearing. Fulham now have got 2 games in hand of us. Brighton's got 1. Those 7 points going to be diminished soon.
And what if one of those teams picks up 6 or 9 points, right, from the other bottom 3 coming up? Well, now, because we're in 6th, we've fallen to 16th now. We're barely out of 17th. 2 of those teams get hot. And it's not going to take 40 to get through. Like last year, it was 34 split, something like that. It's going to be another low year as well, but we're going to be in that damn mess. right? I mean, how the hell are we going to get 34 points with what we got right now? Like I was not worried about this in December. I was like, it'll be okay. I'm worried now. I think we all are. Are you guys worried?
Yes, hello everybody. We are back. I'm joined by Carl. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, well, mate. How are you?
I'm hopeful. If I'm being totally honest about today. What's your thoughts going in today?
I genuinely think Steve Bruce is trying to get himself sacked with that lineup.
Really?
Yeah, I really, really genuinely believe that Steve Bruce is trying to get himself sacked now. Like, it's just ridiculous. Shelby and Hendrick in the middle, I'm not looking forward to at all. Yeah. And I do. I actually think that he's not going to walk because obviously he won't get his paycheck. And I can't put this down to stupidity now. I think he's trying to get himself the boot.
Yeah, Carl's going to be with us for the fan reaction later on as well. So if you want to have your say later on today. And obviously, seen Fordy there as well. He's going to be joining me on the last word. Obviously, Fordy's always got something to say. He's always upbeat, whether it's negative or good. So that'll be interesting to see. And obviously, we'll jump on the lineups very shortly. As ever, Carl will be taking over the controls at kickoff. But I just want to highlight a few stats with you, Carl.
Yeah,
and see what your initial thoughts are onto this. So, no Premier League side is in worse form than Newcastle, who have taken 2 points from the last 9 league games and lost the last 5. So, we're bottom of the form table. Doesn't surprise you, does it?
No, not at all. I think, did Steve Bruce come out and say that he's never had a bad run of form like this? Well, I call bullshit. I think he's had this kind of run with every team he's been at. So, yeah, I don't understand what's going through his head and what's coming out of his mouth at the moment, because he's been in this situation at almost every club he's been at some point or another. So yeah, it's really worrying, really worrying.
And then, of course, the next one is Magpies have lost 5 successive away league games, failing to score in the last 4. We haven't won at Goodison, I think, until, if I top my head, Ben Arthur scored that worldie. I think that was the last time we won at Goodison, so we've got a poor record there. The last endured a 6 top-flight away defeats in a row in 2016 as part of the 9-game sequence, which included a 3-0 defeat at Everton. So again, just goes to show you we're not good at Goodison Park. Callum Wilson is 1 short of 50 Premier League goals. He's gone off the boil a little bit. He hasn't scored for quite a while, as I touched upon at the top of the show. Nice when it gets him back in the goals. Everton's only defeat in the last 16 Premier League home games against Newcastle was 1-0 in September 2010. That was obviously the Ben Arthur wonder goal. That was 11 years ago. Christ. And they've won 10 and drawn 5. So again, we're record at Goodison's appalling. It's one of them grounds, a bit like the Emirates, where we're absolutely shocking. And the Magpies are vying to complete a Premier League double in this fixture for the first time since 01-02. I think Shearer scored that worldie that season, the volley. But yeah, a lot of people are forgetting that we beat Everton early on the season, Carl. But although Everton did have a few people missing from that game, we'll obviously take a look at Everton in a moment with fancy graphics. Carl's been playing around with his graphics. Subscribe, Illuminati. Yeah, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. That's what Carl's trying to tell you. But obviously they've got a very strong side out. We'll look at the lineups in a sec, but how do you see the game going?
I can't see anything other than us shipping a lot of goals, to be honest. That being said, though, I did feel like that was going to be the way in the previous game, and Leeds, we did okay, especially in the second half. We did okay, so I'll try and be as more positive than I am usually. I think we might get a goal today, and I think Everton will beat us 2-1. That being said, though, they've got a really strong lineup out today, haven't they? So
very strong, yeah.
But I am going to try and be a little bit positive and go for a 2-1 loss for us, unfortunately.
Damn, I'm saying 1-1. Fantastic comment by Stu. The Shearer number 9 shirt from the links you guys posted just arrived for the post. It's a good look home. And yeah, we posted we've seen a Shearer Newcastle Brown Hill with Adidas logo for something like 23, 24 quid. And it was very popular. So everyone's jumped on that. So a nice little bonus. Keep an eye on the socials and stuff like that for all the stuff that we link. Right, what we'll do then, since we've talked a little bit about Everton, we won't spend too long because obviously we do want to talk about Newcastle in more depth. I'm just going to get up the Everton squad. And what's your first initial reaction when you see that, Carl?
Shit, as in like, oh shit, we've got a lot coming at us today. Sigurdsson probably hasn't been as good as what he was at the likes of Swansea, but still a fantastic player. Decore is very good at breaking the ball up. Richarlison, a great Brazilian. They got the better end of the deal when it comes to Brazilians. Calvert-Lewin obviously was in fantastic form throughout the start of the season. Still got bags of potential, so worry about him. And obviously James Rodriguez is just on another level. I know he's pushing on a bit in terms of footballing age, but he's still got that quality about him that we've got nowhere near in our side, other than Maximin, who's not on form at the moment, but also probably not match fit. So worried, mate, worried. And they're stout at the back as well. I think the only positive we'd have here is if we were all in the ground getting on Pickford's back, trying to force a mistake out of him. But yeah, worrying looking at that.
Yeah, it's so strong. I mean, the bench isn't their strongest. I mean, they've named 2 goalkeepers out of 8. They haven't even named 9, so they mustn't have all their players fit. Davis, Gordon, Godfrey, Gomez. Gomez, I do like great pass of the ball left and right foot. Holgate, we were linked him for good couple of transfer windows. Kenny, who had a loan spell out last season at Schalke, and Olsen, and Virginia. Where's Virginia? Pickford starts. Are you surprised? As I said last night in the preview, he will start because it's at home. There's no fans. There's not much pressure. Sam said he didn't. Do you think he would have started today?
Yeah, I do think he would have. Yeah. Actually, if we were all in the ground, sorry.
No, just in general. Sam said he wouldn't start today, but I said he will because he's at home. There's no crowd. Because obviously, remember early on this season he played Olsen at St James's Park, didn't he?
Yeah. I'm not surprised that he's starting. No, not at all. He's their number one at the end of the day, and he's always going to want to try and get one over on Newcastle. And what better way to do that when there's no fans in there on his back? So yeah, I'm not surprised he's starting, mate.
Yeah, maybe obviously Ancelotti did bottle it in the return fixture, which we did beat Everton, which let's not forget, which we one of the better performances by Newcastle early on this season. But there's so much quality in that Everton side. Calvert-Lewin loves a goal against us. His record against us, I think you expect him, if you're a betting man, I think for Everton to score, there's your first goal scorer, or at least to score at some point during the game. Great movement, brilliant in the air. I would expect Jamal Lascelles to probably go up against him, bit of muscle. Richarlison and Rodriguez and Sigurdsson. Then you've got to look at Jonjo Shelvey. Can he graft in there? Jeff Hendrick is another one. Two of them are going to have to look at. That's a tough one. I think Everton have got the better. Iwobi is another one. I think Sigurdsson might be playing a little bit deeper. Actually, I think Iwobi might be bombing on a bit more. Decore, who's settled in very well. And then they've got strength at, especially Mina scored a few goals of late. Digne, we've got to stop him. We've got to stop him bombing down that left side because he loves to cross on and bomb in. But that's Everton's side, of course. There is, look, for man, you'd probably say 9 or 10 of their players would walk in Newcastle's lineup at the minute, which tells you everything about Newcastle United. And speaking of the tune, we've got about 16 minutes to kick off, and this is where we'll chat all about Newcastle. There's a lot of comments about Matt Ritchie not being involved at all, Carl. Is that transfer speculation because he's rumoured to go to be Bournemouth?
Yeah, I think it is. Again, we spoke about this at the start of the season, before the start of the season, that we wouldn't be surprised had he have gone there in terms of the speculation with the Callum Wilson deal. So, if we were playing well and had a good season, I don't think there'd be any question of him going anywhere. But I think even he's had enough of this now, and he's probably. You said yourself, I used to live in Bournemouth, so I know that he likes residing down there. So I wouldn't be surprised that this is the reason he's held out of the squad, mate. Get himself back down to Sandbanks, living in a mansion on the beach. That's what he wants.
Oh, the White Rocks.
Yeah,
go down there. And also with Sean Longstaff, there's still no news about Sean Longstaff. Is he injured? Is he not? We still don't know. Bruce has not said nothing about it. He's not even in the squad at all. What do you make of that?
I would like to think that Bruce has found a bit of common sense and protecting Sean from himself if it is injury. That's what my thought process is, but I genuinely don't know. But I'm telling myself that he's doing something right by keeping him out of the squad for a little bit.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the bench a little bit more then. So Elliot Anderson comes back in, Emil Kraft, Dwight Gale, who doesn't get a sniff. We expect to see Alan Saint-Maximin at some point. He's obviously going to be the game changer, surely. Well, we hope so. Joe Litton surprisingly gets... Are you surprised Joe Litton's on the bench with his COVID? Because I said that the club were going to look into discipline him, that he's got to place on the bench.
Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? We've been like really good for this in terms of, I think a lot of fans were bashing other clubs at the start of the season for their players obviously doing this. And Newcastle were held in quite high regard because it was clear that their players weren't doing any of that sort of stuff, and we were adhering to COVID guidelines. So the fact that he's come out on Instagram and posted that, I just thought, Jesus Christ.
With no mask on. Fair enough if you've got a personal barber who you know, but then again, he has to be in your bubble.
Absolutely. I think I can. Sorry, Matt. I can only think that it's a part punishment.
Yeah, his head's gone, hasn't it? And he hasn't thought. He hasn't thought, because what would have happened is the barber's probably been paid a shit ton of money for him to open his shop just for him.
Absolutely.
Just to get his hair cut. He's absolutely lost his head on there. He's not thinking right. But yeah, Dubravka's on the bench again. Sam thought he might start today. Are you surprised at that?
I'm surprised that Sam might have thought he would start, because for me, other than that mistake he made, who was it against? Can't think off the top of my head now. Was it
Aston Villa?
Other than that, I don't think he's really put any foot wrong. I don't think he's done anything to warrant him being dropped from the squad personally. I think he's still the one trying to prop everything up so we don't leak as many goals as could be possible. So yeah, I think it would be harsh to bring Dubravka in. I know it's 50-50 on that.
Kieran Clark on the bench. Are you surprised at that one?
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. Is he injured? Has he been injured?
Well, if he's injured, why is he on the bench?
Yeah, I'm baffled as to why he's not starting.
That's a strange one. And Graham Jones has obviously been mentioned in the build-up quite a few times in the comments as well. I think it's too soon for him to have an effect on this Newcastle side, because he's only been in the door like 3 days. Do you see him having an effect at Newcastle today, or maybe will it take a few weeks for that with his new ideas?
I genuinely think he might do. I think from what I've read of him as a coach, I know it's different being a manager, but what I've read of him as an actual coach, apparently he's quite good. At what level that is, whether that's championship level or what, I don't know. But I know he's very well thought of as a footballing coach. So with Steve Bruce clearly not being able to understand the tactics of what's best for our side, I'd like to think he can have a positive effect. But I genuinely believe, and this might be me reaching, but I think that for once, I might be giving the club a bit too much credit here, but I think maybe they've brought him in as a larger plan as to maybe enticing Eddie Howe to come in, and Bruce maybe having a couple of weeks left. I really do.
Yeah. Bournemouth seems to be a bit of our feeder club at the minute.
Yeah, I think a bit like tweet out about when we're going to be called Bournemouth.
I know, it's a bit like when Liverpool were nicking all their Southampton players.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that in a minute, because obviously we're linked to Joshua King as well. Okay, then let's get to the lineup then. Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser, Miguel Miron. There's some positivity, yeah?
Absolutely. Hopefully Ryan Fraser's at a point where we feel he's fit enough to, or like I said before, if you're going to start him, to have an absolute barnstormer of 45 minutes, go out there, put it on the line, and that's all he's got. I'm fine with that, absolutely fine. But don't put him in with a belief that he's going to play 90 minutes if he's not, if that makes sense. I'd rather him be in there to go out, do a job, and have a plan to bring him off and put someone in. But I don't have that faith. But I'm happy to see those three on the pitch together in hopefully attacking positions.
Yeah, Fraser for me, great the first half. Almira much better in the second half. Wilson's just... What do you make of Callum Wilson's form? Is he just going for one of them spells? Obviously, I know it's difficult playing at literally a back 10. I know it's difficult playing for Newcastle, but he hasn't... When was the last time Callum Wilson actually scored off the top of your head? I can't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, right. I think it's tough to... I know you've got to criticise the players at some point, but I think with him it is tough because, he's even when he's had a partner in Andy Carroll still had to go back and do a lot of dog work. Unfortunately, they've never really played as a two properly, and even if that's not going to work, that's fine. But we haven't got any sort of bodies to bring in. Maybe him and Gale would work well. I don't know. But I just feel like without the service, he still makes good runs. But at some point, people are going to get on his back because you're going to see him isolated on the pitch and probably just walking around pissed off and stuff. But we'd all be the same. I think if you're not getting the ball in your position, is your job is to get the ball and make something of opportunities and scoring opportunities, and you're not having that. What else is there to do? He's not a defender. Do you know what I mean? He can get back as far as he can, but it doesn't help with us attacking forward because he's our outlet. He's going to be seen to be standing on his own, doing nothing. But what can you do when you've not got the ball? Do you know what I mean?
I know it's tough. We want Newcastle to have the ball, have more chances, similar to Leeds, but maybe that's because of how the Leeds play. I said even though we are in a shocking run of form, we play poor. I did said Leeds will give you chances, and that was proved right.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
The Crazy Dutchman will be joining us shortly. I've just sent him the link, so I expect Brandon to be with us in 5-10 minutes or so at some point. I just hope his hickey's gone away for that. November from open play, yeah, it's a long time. That's nearly 3 months, isn't it? Because we're at the end of January now. And that midfield too, I pointed out early on the week call, I put the counter video on as well, where those two for me, where's the logic in it? Because they're both on poor run of form.
Honestly, like I just, it comes down to it. Like you've said, Clark's on the bench. So if you're playing Hayden centre half, you're getting rid of the battle in midfield. Arguably, Jeff Hendrick can do that a little bit, but there's no logic that neither of them between them have got any sort of box-to-box midfielder thought process. Their bodies aren't built for it either. They don't play those positions. At 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes, they can't be getting from the opposition's 18-yard box back to ours. We're always going to be left with holes with those two in the middle. But not just them. I don't think we've got any box-to-box midfielders in the squad. And if that's what Steve Bruce is trying to play, like it's not going to work at all. It's really not. Like Jeff Hendrick's not good enough to be able to do enough dog work to allow John Joe Shelby the freedom to play. Like you need someone like Isaac Hayden in the middle, and having him at centre back instead of Cameron Clark is again one of the reasons I'm just like this. He's doing this on purpose. Like he doesn't want to win. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen it in a couple of comments were saying that the BBC have got it as 4 at the back and BT have as well. I think it's 5. I think it's going with 5 at the back because if you are playing 4 at the back, you've got Hayden, Shelby, and Hendrick there. One of them's going to be pushed out wide, which you would think might be Jeff Hendrick on the right. Maybe Almiron on the left and Fraser on the 10 because Fraser got the most advanced role, but I can't say that. Do you think it's 5 at the back?
I don't see any other way unless Steve Bruce has suddenly come up with, well, Graham Jones has said to him, look, we'll go 4 at the back, drop Hayden just in front of the back line, play John Joe and Jamal. John Joe and Jeff in the middle, just in front of Hayden, and have Miggy and Ryan Fraser playing high but coming back as well to surround Callum Wilson. Then fantastic, but like I don't see that because if he did do that, it would allow Jeff to come in and help Isaac Hayden, and John Joe can boss from the opposition's 18-yard box back to the middle of the pitch and do everything he can from there. But I can't see that being the case at all, mate. I can only see a 5 at the back because we've seen this before and it has been a 5. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why that would change.
Yeah, I can't either. Right, we talk about this every video. We've got another right back, another right wing back in the side again. That's the only one I got wrong from the preview last night. I thought it might be Krathka. It was just his turn to have a game. But it is Manquillo. There's a new right wing back or new right back every game. I actually think he's the best out of a bad bunch. I think you agree on that, Carl, don't you?
Yeah, I do, mate. Definitely. I don't think it's even a question for me, and I know people disagree with that, but I always feel like you said, out of the best of out of a bad bunch, he's been the best right back that we've got. Personally, so I'm not mad at that, but I understand what you're saying. Like it does come to that where you think someone's just going to be starting there because it's their turn. That's what it feels like.
It is. And the next game we expect Krath to come in, maybe a Palace. I don't know. It keeps changing that. Jamal Lewis, obviously, he'll play on the left-hand side as well. He was good getting forward. Should have put his chance away against Leeds. That was gilt edge. He's at least got to drill it low and he'll play. And then we are expecting
Newcastle are in the yellow kit today, the luminous yellow. And then you've got the three in the back, which we think it's Hayden, Fabian Schär, and Jamal Lascelles. I think Lascelles will go up against Calvert-Lewin. I think that'll be Lascelles picking up him. But if we are playing five at the back, do you think Fabian Schär will have that license to get forward? Or do you think it's a bit risky playing away from home?
I think that's the only reason why I can think he's playing Hayden there, because we all know that Hayden is put in a position to allow other players to play forward. And I think Schär is a good ball playing centre half. So, yeah, I do think that would be the case. I don't think Steve Bruce is taking into consideration whether at home or away. I think that would be his thought process. Stick Hayden in there to allow Schär to maybe push on. But I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think I'll maybe just stay where you are. If we're losing the game, you might see Fabian Schär then employed to try and get forward, which, again, that thing alone, Fabian Schär is good at doing it, but that's just a joke itself, why none of our centre midfielders can do it. I don't think Matty's that type of player to bring off the bench. I think he's more energetic, but we do have a few options. Alan saint-maximin. Before we bring Brandon in, we're going to bring in, obviously, ASM at some point during the game, Carl. When do you bring him in? Does it depend on the scoreline? The hour mark?
Do you know, I would see how it is at half time, and I'd look at bringing him on, maybe look at bringing him on 50, 55 minutes at an absolute push, an hour, for me personally, because we saw how much of a difference he made against Leeds, and he's not been in the squad for so long, and he's probably not as fit as, I think he's lost a bit of a yard of pace after everything that's gone on, but he still looked dangerous. I think it was Jay that said that Maximin had made maybe 120 passes out of the 350, 380 passes that we'd made, which is ridiculous. So we need him. We need him in the squad at the end of the day. But I'd like to see how it is at half time and look for the 15-minute in between that 15-minute window after half time. Any later than that, and I just feel it's pointless.
Cartoon Army, another defeat. I actually quite like that, actually. But we're not gonna disagree on that comment as well. Anyway, heads up, on one day Fatty Bruce will be gone. Yeah, I mean, last time at Goodison Park we were 2-0 down the 93rd minute. So we can dream. That was an amazing night.
Yeah, I left 2 minutes before the goals.
I
was on my way back to the car park.
I was furious because I kept getting. There was a spell last season where I kept getting front row. I must have spent about 6 or 7 games last season front row, and I was furious because I was obviously allocated with Paul and Kyle, who used to be on the channel, and obviously they get front seats because one of them is a disabled seat, and yeah. I was because I'm grouped with them. I kept getting front row, and I was furious, man. Furious, keep getting front row because if you ever been front row at Goodison, they've got like a little bit of a slide bank in front of you because the pitch is a bit higher up.
Yeah.
Oh, so I couldn't see now for half the game, but yeah, the scenes were absolutely mental. So hopefully we'll have a good game today. We're going to bring in the crazy Dutchman. There he is on screen. Before I hand it over to Carl, Brandon, what's your thoughts on the lineup, mate?
Happy to see Makio back. Hate to see Lewis in again. Love to see saint-maximin play or Anderson. I'm glad though Fraser gets a chance again. Let's give him a few games, good run of games.
There's your boyfriend.
My boy. Good evening, good afternoon actually, Joey.
It is, yeah, it's afternoon now, which is strange.
Yeah.
Half 12 kickoff, which is weird. What formation are we playing, Brandon?
Oh, in the Dutch television they say 4-3-3. I wish it was true, but I don't think so.
No, I think it's more like 5. I very, very much doubt it's 4-3-3.
Yeah, I think it's more like 5-3-1-1.
Well, we'll soon find out. Right, I'm going to hand the calls over. Calls. The control to Carl. So, Carl, it is all yours, mate.
Thank you very much. I wonder how far behind I'll be today. Hopefully not too far.
I'm surprised we're not playing black and white because there's no kick clashing.
No.
Anyway, I think I will be in the middle again when it comes to time. How far we are in the game? Probably between you and Carl. Lee and Carl.
Well, we've just literally kicked off now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind.
For me, they're still taking the knee.
Oh, so you can't be that far behind than Brandon. 15 seconds.
I'm
See
5,
if I
6.
can find a better link. Georgie's just said it's 4-3-3 as well. What does it look like to you at the moment, Lee?
Hard to say, I would say.
Hard to say because we've got a corner. We've got a corner.
Thanks for spoiling it.
It's hard when we've got a corner. It's hard when the sound is off. I'm just changing the video title because it says match build up live. So I'll just change that first half. Yeah, we've got a corner coming in.
Ryan Fraser, let's see what he can do.
Fraser whips the ball in.
I think John Joe is not allowed anymore to take any corners.
Oh, why did that Jamal Lewis hit that?
Wait. Ah, shit. Come on.
4-5-1 by the look of it. Someone's gone 4-3-3-1.
It looks like Hayden's in midfield, like
playing Darlow in front.
Good afternoon, Robin. Hope you're well.
Yeah, Hayden's in midfield.
Interesting.
Looks like we play with 4 midfielders, actually. Looks like Hendrik is a little bit dropping down, though.
Darlow's just had to come out and punch, and he's claiming a foul. And he's got a foul as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Robin.
Yeah, it's a foul. That it's like elbow in the heat.
Yeah, Stu, it was crazy. I was sat with who was I sat with? I was sat with Joe Linton's family and Christian Atsu's family, but so we had to be quiet with the abuse that we were giving them at the time. But yeah, it just thought there was no way back into it, so me and my brother left. 4-3-3. Yeah. Well, if it is, then
Hendrick's on the right. Hendrick's definitely on the right. Hayden's in the middle. Shelby's in the middle. And it looks
Why do you
like
see that, though? Because John Jones needs Hayden next to him in midfield to have a decent game.
Yeah, it's either a 4-2. It's either a 3. It's either a 4-3-2-1 or it's 4-3-3. But I think it's 4-3-2-1. With Hendrick pushing out the right.
What minute are you on at the moment?
3:13.
Okay.
3 or 5 now.
Yeah.
What about you?
Just coming up to 3, but I think I've got a better one.
Good tackle. Get up. Get up. Oh, that's yellow card. Lascelles just took Richarlison out again. Do you know what he did? Do you know what he did at the Emirates?
Good tackle by John Joe.
When he just took a player out straight away. Oh, I shall
Might have to watch out that far is not checking this foul, though.
Nah, it's a yellow. It wasn't malicious. He took him down deliberately. Third booking this season.
He's just too late.
No, he took him down deliberately. It's a professional foul in terms of stopping the player getting forward. So maybe you just got to take one for the team, but hopefully that doesn't bite us in the arse later.
Aye.
Howard, get out. Out. You've let just Decore get 10 yards up the pitch there, man. Well done, Darlow. Ooh, Everton nearly scored there. Mina's headers just went wide.
The fuck, man. He's not that strong in the air, though, Darlow.
Yeah, I think that's where
always a little bit shaky, you know.
That's where Dubravka's better at coming to handling the crosses. But Darlow's, when I'd done the stats video a few weeks back, Darlow was right up there.
Line keeper.
Amount of punches and that he's made claims as well. High claims he's high as well. Because that's probably just down to the workload.
Aye.
He's
probably just slightly a little bit better lineskeeper, isn't he? Darlow.
I'm happy to say Hayden now in midfield. Hold on, pass the ball. Keep the ball. This is good. We've made about 6 passes. We can celebrate.
Jesus.
Oh, fucking shame, man. Just simple. Keep it simple.
Just enjoy the little things of life, eh? 6 passes succeeded.
James has asked, what do you think if we loan Chowdhury from Leicester?
Well, the club have definitely admitted it now, haven't they, for the first time? You need to get the skates on, because I know Brendan Rodgers has said that you want to bring in a player first before he allows them out.
Yeah.
Then the issue is, if we don't get rid of one of our players, who do you drop out the 25-man squad? Personally, for me, I'll take one of the right backs out. Don't need
Lewis.
3.
I would say Lewis.
Lewis? That'll not happen.
Yeah.
Not £15 million signing.
True that, like. If it comes to like just how they play, well, Kraft is maybe an option as well.
It's got to be one of the 3.
Although defensively, Kraft is pretty decent.
Please, you've said that, not me.
No, but I mean, like, seriously.
I don't think he's decent, mind.
I think the first game against Arsenal, he was one of the better defenders.
Get in there. Well done. Cameras panned on to Alan Saint-Maximin. Big Derek Wright in front of him. Derek Wright's been at the club since I supported the club in the mid-90s. The physio.
Ollie reckons, I swear Miggy's up top and Wilson's on the right.
Darlow's punched again. Corner to Everton.
Said it from the beginning when Dubravka was back, he should be playing.
Well, Miggy was on the right-hand side there defensively, so it's definitely Miggy on the right of the 3. Oh, well, I say 3. I think it's 2 behind Wilson. Just keep an eye on Mina here. Get out. Well done. How about lads? Push shoot, push shoot. Keep going, push shoot. Go out for goal kick. Yep, goal kick. Caldalo. Oh, I promise if we score today, I'll not shake water all over the place.
I feel fear from Rodriguez. Yeah, he's a quality player. Quality player.
Thing is, though, if you give him time on the ball, he will punish you. So you've just got to get right in his face.
What is it with Darlow, though, that he always boxes the ball and he never catches it? Why not? Is the ball hit or something?
I don't know,
is the ball hot?
Maybe just a confidence thing. You tend to find that mostly with most European goalkeepers, though. I know Darlow's not. He's obviously English. But I think Darlow kind of...
You were European a few months ago, so...
Well, I'm still European now. I mean, I haven't gone African.
Oh.
We're just not part of the EU. That's the only difference.
Right.
We don't like you, Brandon. We don't like yous.
Fair play. I understand.
We want our own trade.
If it was up to me, the Netherlands goes out of the EU as well. Next it.
Wilson's picked the ball up on the right. Keep it in. He's poor control. Goal kick. I don't think Wilson gives you his movement. Ancelotti's feeling the cold today. He's got a hat on. He's got the gloves on.
Don't mind him, like.
Man, 6 miles away, it's snowing at my lasses, man. It's mad, man. It's nothing here. Nice sunny day here. Winter's a sunny day.
In Alkmaar, it's cold and windy.
Do you get colder weather than what we get? What's your average winter temperature?
Winter? 5, I would say.
That's warm on ours. That's warm on ours.
I know.
That was probably
on Ireland, I guess. Well,
I would say 2 mainly, 1 or 2 degrees normally in the winter.
Well, as well, it's funny that in the more land inwards, where I live, is close to the coastline. But more land inwards, it's always colder because we get the heat from the sea, because Alkmaar is close to the sea. And in summer, it's colder from the sea. If it makes any sense.
Yeah. Cross comes
then
in.
instead of lending
Well
words.
done, Miggy. Well done, Miggy. Coming back there. That's well done. Howard John Joe, man. Sort your act out.
Sort your act out.
Well done, Lewis. That's it. That's the thing I like there. Lewis went in before he let the ball come to him. He went to the ball. Now, where's the options for Miggy? That's it. Howard John Joe. Good ball. Great ball, John Jones. Now Newcastle on the attack on the right-hand side. Give it. Manquillos went past Digne. Give it. Switch it left. Lewis. Oh, lift the ball, man. Wilson's got the ball on the edge of the box. Hendrick. Wilson shoots. That's a corner. Yeah, Newcastle got a corner. Much better, that. Good build-up play, that.
Yeah. The ball could go in as well. Sometimes it's like those dangerous ball for goalkeepers. You get touched.
Keep the pressure on Pickford. Poor corner, man. Oh, fucking hell, man, Lewis. What are you doing? Oh, ball. Every time I look back at the screen, Carl's got a new graphic. I look away, I come back and there's a new graphic.
I just thought I'd put the scoreline on there. I'll sort the timer out at half time. I can definitely do the second half for that.
Champion. Because you know fine well you'll have people in the comments. Where's the clock? Where's the clock? That's a free kick. How a ref? Is he blew it? Well done, Manquillo. It's one more free kick. Already, Manquillo's had 2 runs down that right-hand side and caused danger.
Yeah. Here he forces Coleman or Digne, was it?
Yeah.
He forces him to tackle him.
And forces him backwards.
I like Digne, man.
He got the most assists the seasons back, didn't he?
He's kind of like.
Because he didn't really make it.
He played for Paris as well, right? I think he came over from Paris Saint-Germain.
I think they signed him from Barcelona.
Or
because he went to Barca, didn't he? Yeah, he played at Barcelona for a season.
But I think he played for Torino as well, I think. Digne. Might be wrong, but
He's played for Paris. Yeah, he's played for Paris as well. They definitely got him from Barca.
And I think he played for Torino as well in Italy.
Whipped in ball by Fraser.
Honestly, don't know if I'm all these games at this point because I want Bruce gone. Yeah, we all feel the same. We all feel the same.
Double M, do your Manquillo. Go to keeper. Go to keeper.
Crazy though. Stars all the way. They're in the box.
Digne was at Watford.
I don't think that's the same one, is it?
Not sure though. I don't think he was.
Might be wrong.
Same Digne.
I think he played for Torino, Paris.
He's a French international.
Yeah.
Definitely Barcelona.
Barcelona?
Yeah, he's definitely Barcelona.
Yeah? For one season, maybe. Or...
I'll double check, but it was 100% there. 100%.
They check it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Wikipedia him.
You should see where I play on Wikipedia. Smart.
Roma. Yeah.
Oh, Roma.
He played for Lyon, Paris, Roma, Barcelona, and Everton. Was it two seasons actually Barcelona, not the one? Yeah, I thought they got him from Barcelona.
So it was Roma. I know he played for an Italian team. I thought it was Torino, but fair play. Like us, Roma more though than Torino.
Yeah, I got given a Roma top as a kid. Never wore it like because Totti has the same birthday as us.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I got given a Roma top randomly. It's gone out of the bar. We'll take that. Mina.
Afternoon, mate. Hope you're well. Who are Arsenal playing today?
Because you've got to keep an eye on the Fulham result later on today. Fulham West Brom. Are they playing today or is it tomorrow?
I think it might be today. Lee, what do you think about bringing in Lampard?
I'm not against it. Anything to get Steve Bruce out.
No way he's coming though.
But is he the man? I mean, Fulham do play West Brom at 3:00, so we'll know by later on today. Lampard doesn't build me with loads of confidence. I wouldn't be against it though.
That's what worries me about.
It's not proven yet, Lampard.
Yeah, I know it was a while ago. Yerry Mina, letting him get into positions like that because he's good in the air.
Oh yeah, he's lethal in the air. He scored against England, didn't he, in the World Cup?
Yeah,
it was a last minute, wasn't it?
Man U play Arsenal today, and West Brom and Fulham is on BBC One.
Yeah, 3:00 kick-off, that one.
Yeah, I know Lee probably would have done this anyway, but if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. Helps push it up. Yeah, it's not been too bad first half so far. Not been too bad at all.
That's one decent chance, sort of, at Wilson. At least we show some attacking.
There he is, Graham Jones. He's just had a little shout there.
What minute are you guys on? They're asking in the comments.
I'm on
16:43.
16:55. I think Brandon's about 10 seconds behind me.
Yeah, I'm the same as Brandon. So, yeah, nearly 17 minutes.
You're same time as me, Carl?
But I think when as we are streaming, I think YouTube sees our footage 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
So we don't really spoil it if we score, though. Even not for people who are watching some streams.
Live videos about 30-second delay on StreamYard.
I don't mind this so far. No, it's been okay, Hoss. It's been okay. Much better than what we've had.
Oh, box them in. Go on, Fraser. That's it. Pressure. High press. Keep going.
At least we show we want to play some attacking football and not sitting
Hendrick
back
got
up.
to come over here and help Mankirut. It's a looped cross. That's got to go for a goal kick, surely. Darlow's caught one.
I think they've got. I do think they've got a decent 11 to do that. I don't know if they've got a full enough squad depth to be able to finish there, but could be wrong.
Yeah, they've got a great 11. You're right, Carl. I would agree. It's a bit like Spurs have a fantastic 11. The great 11, much better than Everton's, but they don't have like 6 or 7 game changers on the bench.
No, I think Liverpool are getting that way as well. I really do. Like you look at because obviously they're a step ahead again. But Man City's squad depth is like ridiculous compared to Liverpool's.
Well, look at Man City now back top the league, and Aguero hasn't even played.
Yeah, it's mad.
I mean, played like 2 games, 3 games.
Good for Mina. He saved that ball. Otherwise, it would be Wilson.
Yeah, it was a great ball by Lewis to credit.
Jones barking out instruction while Bruce just stands there. Mate, if that's what they've done if they've had to do that to bring him in for that, I'm okay with it as long as it means Bruce is on his way out.
Fraser's 2 corners have not got past the fucking first man. It's interesting. Shelby's one of them.
Not a big fan of England, mate. I fell out of love with watching England a long time ago. Nearly came back with the World Cup, but after that,
I watched England only in the. I watched the friendlies if I'm not at work and stuff. Hit it, man! Stop fucking about. I watch the friendlies, but I'm not arsed if they lose on anything like that. But the tournaments, I'll get up for it. I always say, "Oh, I'm not bothered," but I do. No. I tell you who has a fantastic support in the tournaments is actually Holland.
Yeah,
you're full of just orange everywhere.
True.
What they call l'orange or something? L'orange.
They say we are called the Orange Lions.
L'orange or something. It's spelled with a J, isn't it? The orange in it.
Oranje. Orange is like oranje.
Maybe that then.
They call us the Oranje Leeuwen, which is translated as the Orange Lions.
Shelby's booked.
We've got someone in the comments saying that Everton have scored, but I imagine you're bang up to date, Lee, so that won't be the case.
I haven't scored at all.
Yeah, we.
Some people just try to rile us up.
We're not that gullible.
Yeah, I'm not watching this with Mark, so watching the telly, so I'm definitely up to speed. Shelby's just picked up a booking for standing on Rodriguez. Yeah.
Liverpool. What, as in Mustafi from Arsenal?
Yeah, well, I seen the day that they're after a foreign loan market. It wasn't Mustafi. I seen someone else linked to them the day.
Mustafi.
A lot of their fans are quite adamant that apparently they're going in for Mbappe in the summer. Genuinely, that's what they're all saying. Yeah. Whether I don't know where it's come from, but they're quite adamant that that's the case.
Yeah, where's the money from? Arsenal got any money?
No, I mean Liverpool. Sorry, mate, not Arsenal.
Sorry, right, sorry. I think that strike force needs. I know they've got Yotta in, who's brought some goals in, but
different game, lol. Sorry, boy. Sorry, Lee. You just said 1-0 Everton, so it's not a different game, is it? You've been found out.
Maybe he's watching.
Found out Lee's watching the telly, and now he's got nothing to say. What was you saying, Lee? By the way, sorry.
I think Liverpool's front three might need refreshing up in the next 12 months. I know they've got who's, but they're not scoring enough goals for me. And you obviously need to keep your side fresh. And don't get me wrong, they're still world talents. Oh, Richarlison's been allowed to come in there, go past two players and Darlow.
Oh, good save, Darlow.
Yeah, I agree, Frankie. It was just heartbreaking. What's it? In the World Cup as well. Remember being sat in the pub. Just wasted opportunity that was.
You got some good talents in the Dutch squad, though.
You always have done, though, haven't you? You've always had some really good talent.
Oh, there's a generation coming up. They're still like teenagers, but give them 2 more years, and there will be decent side that can compete with Germany, for example.
What do you make of Justin Kluivert, Brandon? Do you think he was overhyped?
Way overhyped.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah. Loads. He's not even playing for Roma all the time. I'm not even sure where he is at the moment, but when he was at Roma, he played the first few games. They saw he wasn't that great, actually, because Dutch league is piss poor, and all the players that look half decent in the Dutch league, they perform pretty shit. Most of the time. You have some exceptions like Jethro Willems, Gini Wijnaldum, of course, but I don't know, mate. Look at Memphis Depay, who played for Manchester United. He hasn't been great for Man U.
No, definitely not.
I'll pick it up.
Newcastle fans.
He's doing great at Lyon, though.
Game. Fan of you guys. He takes calls and audio clips mid-game. If you want to drop in and say hello, a bit of fast promotion. Johnny,
wait.
Sam, Liam, if any of you are available, drop into Jimmy Floyd's stream.
Oh, good shot, John Joe. That was a corner. That's a corner.
You guys in the comments, if you want to drop over there and promote us, that would be fantastic. Get some viewers over.
Is he got a surname Hasselbank?
Pardon?
Hasselbank.
Has he got his surname Hasselbank?
I don't know. I don't know what the crack is there.
Mina was actually deflecting that towards goal. That shot.
Yeah. That's corner.
Would have been an own goal if that went in.
I think. Well, to be fair, I think we all agree with him not starting at the moment. We don't think he's fully fit, and we don't want him being risked in terms of injury. So happy with him playing the second half, for example.
Seriously, if Bruce has seen this play, right? If he lets them just play a little bit sort of football attacking, intense as well, and Bruce has to see, right? That like we play much better this way. But if you keep playing for the nil, it's just negative.
Oh, get up, Mina! Look at that, man! Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Yes, I catch them, but how are you, man? You're 6'6", man. You're part of a fucking cartel. Sort yourself out.
Colombian cartel. The Colombian cartel.
Jethro is not coming back, tell you, because they asked him is he fit, if he's training again. He said yes, and they still don't take him because he hasn't played enough games. So I don't see him coming, unfortunately.
Positive is though, we might get him on a free agent because we can sign him now
in the summer.
For the summer.
Yeah, 44 possession. That's
Just delighted.
It's quite high for us.
Surely the most let down footy fans in the world must be English
Is that the most season high we had?
I mean, we're definitely let down massively, and I don't want to take it away from some of the smaller clubs in the Championship and League One, i.e. Sunderland. But yeah, we're massively let down.
Oh, fair enough. He's bleeding. I'll take it back now. Call your cameras.
Okay.
Probably a nail or something, right?
Carl's going to come back in, everybody. He's just sorting his camera out.
Probably Wilson catching with his nail or something. But not massively. He's just eating the ice. What the fuck?
Nah, there's now in it for that challenge there. Like absolutely nothing.
Yeah, of course not. It's probably just his nail scratch on his head, on his heat.
On his heat. Aye, let's get it right, Brandon. Oh, there we go.
At least seriously, if Bruce sees this, how can he play next game? For example, against Palace, not the way he plays now. This is much better.
Higher up the pitch, it makes a massive difference.
We're pressing in the 16-yard box of Everton, so.
Yeah, look at that. Fraser going to run after Pickford there. It's high press. That's what you want. You just give the ball straight back to it. That's what high press can do.
We got 4 attempts, 0 on goal though, but at least 4 attempts. At least we're getting closer to the goal.
Is it still fuzzy?
A little bit.
Internet's terrible lately. I don't know what's going on. Got the Ethernet cable plugged in and everything.
Should be fine in a minute, probably, Carl.
Yeah, I'll give it a minute. I'll drop in and out.
Oh, where's the options? Runners, man. Stop standing about when there's a throw-in. Fucking move. That's it, Miggy. Keep moving. Get in. Well done. Higher up the pitch. Much better. Didn't just fucking throw it. Oh, yeah, man.
You can even maybe have a positive result today.
Look at that. 63 passes we've made. 21 in the final third. That's more than Everton. Everton made 14 in the final third. Maybe we've made 21.
If you keep playing this way until the end of the season, I don't see us getting relegated. Because we have the squad.
I mean, that's a big ass doing that over the course of a full season.
Shea's picking up a better form as well.
That type of player, though, Fabian Shea, is very much of a form player. Where you'll have a spell where he looks absolutely fantastic. And then you'll go through like a dry spell where he doesn't look arsed.
I still do think, though, Shea is the best you can see next to him.
Well done, Wilson. A lot of running there. He's got picked Wasella. Is that a throw-in or is it a corner? Shouting, Jamal, good ball!
Looks like a throw-in, I think.
Nah, it's a corner, that, because, it's a corner.
Yeah, you're 10 seconds before in front of me, so. But I think Shea is the best with him next to him, Lejeune. What do you think?
Lejeune, in terms of if he's fit, ability-wise, he's better.
You get a good run of games.
Oh! Wilson's just had it. I don't know if it's hit the ball. Pickford's pushed it out. I think Pickford's pushed it out.
Not a corner. Good save, though, I have to say.
Oh, Pickford's got a hand to it. Somehow his little hands got to it. He's actually touched it onto the bar.
7 out of 10 times that's a sitter. That's a goal.
He's touched it onto the bar.
Who took the corner like? Was Fraser again?
Looks like Fraser's taking them all, isn't he? Oh, come on. Why are we playing a short corner, man?
Much better corner from Fraser this time, then. Oh, fucking hell. What's that like?
James says we're playing much better, but everyone still boosts it out. Yeah, I totally agree. Just hope
course,
Graham
but
Jones doesn't get the job if he goes.
we all know that's not going to happen as well.
Happy with the performance. He's changed it up. We're not on the ball. We're pressed towards the opponents and force them into mistakes. Yeah, Hayden, that's what me and Brandon was saying before.
At least it's much entertaining to watch us play football, right? To watch the game, actually. Like, I don't mind watching...
Hard to say, but we're the best.
I don't mind watching us play this way and maybe lose from Everton, which is fair enough. Can happen in this season. Like,
all you want is a bit of effort in it, a bit of...
Yeah, at least we tried then. At least we can say Bruce did try to do all to get a result, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But
you have to say it's just over half an hour. I would say Newcastle have just shaded it.
I think we're the better side at the moment.
Yeah, everybody who's dropped in, welcome to the watch along. If you haven't seen our videos or you're new around here, loads of videos all the way up until about 5:30 tonight. So plenty to keep you going. Here's that replay. He touches on the ball, gets a fingertip.
Oh. It's a good fucking chance that, like, from Wilson. Fuck yeah.
Best one of the game so far.
Aye.
Carl will be with us shortly. I think what he's doing is maybe just resetting his router and he'll be coming back in.
Jordi Sancaster, what do you think so far of the game? I have to ask my boyfriend again, you know.
Again, a high press has just made Pickford and Everton to pick the ball up, but it's pressure to what you want. Where's Carl left? Yeah, Carl will be back very shortly. He's probably just starting his router. Couldn't get over Bruce's comments not signing Jetro Williams yesterday. If it did happen, do you think it'd help Lewis with a bit of competition in the left back? I think it would, but he's not fit, is he?
Who's Williams?
We mean to Williams.
First 2 months when we signed him, it was so funny to see all the time. Nobody could pronounce his name correctly or wrote it the wrong way. It's
because Williams is it's predominantly a Welsh surname.
It's Willems.
Yeah, but Williams is a Welsh surname which is very popular in Britain.
Right.
Go on, Lewis. Where's the support?
So if you see his name, you cannot pronounce his name the same way as Williams.
We've got a free kick right on the edge of the box. Wilson turning Sigurdsson. This has got to be a blast.
Good move from Callum Wilson.
This has got to be a Fabian Schär thunder cunt, surely.
I hope so. I hope you're right, Lee. So I will say to everyone how you pronounce Jetro Willems' name. It's Jetro Willems in Dutch, but probably
Jetro. It's nice.
Jetro Willems.
You sound like Borat there.
Oh, that's how you correctly pronounce his name. So love to Jetro.
Jetro.
Okay, can you get Jordi Sancaster's comment up again? I haven't been able to read it.
Oh, there you go.
Is it playing well? Because of
John Joe
is also playing well because at the last he's got more attacking for it. Nice change. Hi.
Yes, I would take Maitland. Yes, I would. I see Williams. How about John Joe or whoever's taking it? Lift it out of the wall. Come on.
What's wrong with Pickford though? He's always making these funny faces.
Come on. Oh, shite free kick, man, John Joe. Shite.
Lee, what do you make of all these players going laid down behind the wall? What do you make of that?
They're trying to stop the low block, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's just looks so silly, man.
Share of the ball and Howie.
Oh yeah.
We can see Carl in the background. Ready when you are, Carl, mate. Carl, I don't know if you've seen it, but we've just hit the bar.
Yeah, mate, I did. Yeah. Is this camera any better?
Not really. Your avatar and everything is still not great, but at least how I see it, but not sure.
Carlos is forced to save a block. That could have been a goal there. I think it's Rodriguez. It was Rodriguez who shot there.
You know, the avatar and the subscribe button are also a little bit blurry.
Good ball, Manquillo's having a good game here. Good ball, Wilson.
hits the defender.
Your camera's a little bit better though, but the avatar and everything looks blurred.
I don't know what's going on here.
What happens if you take the avatar and everything away? Doesn't maybe change anything. I'm not sure though. But
How long's left till half time?
10 minutes. Stand up. Get tighter. Oh, just wide. Charlton.
Camera's fine now, Carl, by the way.
Is it?
Looks good now. Yeah.
You look fine now. Charlton's side foot just went wide.
Saw it.
Everton have looked dangerous last 2 minutes or so. Or deflected off Calvert-Lewin, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, so it actually would have been further wide.
Oh, yeah. It would go far wide if Calvert-Lewin haven't even had a flick on.
How about boys? Let's try and get a first half goal.
So score prediction so far performance. What do you guys think?
It's been good. It's been good. We're coming down this right hand side a lot.
Right.
Oh, then whip it in.
I'm surprised though because Digne is playing there and I rate him pretty high.
Yeah, we've been good down. It'd be interesting to see the stats after the game, which side we've tacked. Obviously, it's clearly the right hand side a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Out of every the squad, I would, if I have to choose a player who we could take. As for Newcastle, I would probably go for Digne because we are lacking in these positions.
I'd probably pick Seamus Coleman if he stayed fit, just to sort we're right back out.
Who did you say?
Seamus Coleman.
Oh, Coleman, yeah.
Just to sort we're right back out. Go on, Hayden. Go on, Hayden, lad. Won the ball there. Go on, Miggy. Support. Where's the support? Go on, John. Just shift it. The ball there.
Let me check my last real quick.
This is a good build-up by Newcastle. This can we do something though? Fraser, Hayden, Fraser.
What's he doing?
Ripped ball in. Pickford Flames.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see. Okay, super. Very nice.
I've muted him so he didn't hear his clutter. Brandon, I'll unmute you. There you go.
Sorry?
I muted you.
Oh, okay.
Question for you, Brandon. Do you speak to your girlfriend in English?
English and Czech and Slovak. It's like a mix.
So you just have a random conversation. You'll go.
Yeah, we speak English, Czech, Slovak. It's like in one sentence can be all three of them.
Oh, okay.
It's just what comes easy or first to mind. Makes any sense?
Yeah. Oh, it's a free kick there. Just played it on.
It's weird though. Like sometimes I don't even know the word in English. And I just start doing.
Brilliant by Miggy. Won the ball back, nicked it, got a free kick. That was brilliant. Well done.
Good job.
Carl, take your filter. I haven't got a filter on, mate. I've got manual focus on.
It's his Instagram filter.
Yeah, I genuinely haven't got one on. It's just I've got it on manual focus, and it might be the auto exposure. So I'll check it at half time. But it's the logos that are what's it
the logos are
the logos are blurred.
Yeah,
the yellow ticker one's fine.
Aye.
It's OBS Studio being an arsehole. That's what it is.
Yeah, I used to use that a lot for radio shows. So it's great for building your own graphics.
Anyway, like maybe you want to maybe can you reset one of these avatars? Maybe that helps.
Yeah, I'll try it in a second.
All the games on BT Sport again midweek.
In a second.
I think Newcastle game's a late one. I think it's a 8:15 kickoff. Good job, I'm off the next day.
Can't watch the game today. Has not got BT, but enjoying hanging out with you guys. Seems like we're playing okay so far. Yes, we are, mate. Get yourself on Twitter. You might be able to find somewhere to watch it.
Yeah, Pavel was Czech for sure. But Newcastle fans agree. They say he's a Geordie. So
Oh, it's a good ball. Howard, wake up. Offside. That's fine. He's offside.
offside.
James Rodriguez or James?
James.
See your highlights, but I dyed it all blonde and I've just let it grow out. That's what it is. It's not a highlight.
Probably within two months, it's probably all gone.
Pardon?
Probably in 2 months, it's all gone. Your highlights.
Yeah.
Wondering how that looks like a new car. The revolution of car.
Might shave it all off again.
Did you go bald?
Yeah, I did before, mate. I think I was bald when I first come on the channel, to be fair.
Did you?
I think so. It might have been just before. Anyone who can't watch on BT, I won't promote that. Yeah. I didn't realise.
Well done, Lascelles. This is one more free kick.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Maximin can do when he comes on second half.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. The dynamic. We've actually done all right.
Which minute do you reckon he will come on? Bruce will bring him in.
Depends on the score. If it's still drawn, I think you'll just do a like for like.
60.
I think if we're getting beat, then he'll probably take off a deep line midfielder or a defender.
Like when barbershops are not open anymore, I'll probably let me hair grown as like Fabian Shaw.
What, man bun?
Yeah. Finally, we can have a go on the Newcastle Fans TV show.
Go on, Miggy, looking for options.
Might do good for Steve Wright as well. Probably ask me to come on his channel, like.
Oh, it's a poor ball. Waste that, Miggy.
Everton looks shaky at the back.
Andy Carroll might be an option later on. Brute force. I don't think Michael Keane will fancy that.
Give me that.
They've said. Mate, do you know what the thing is?
When Hayden hit it. Oh man.
I get sick about this moustache, but it's been with me for a long time and can't get rid. As bad as it is.
That was brilliant by Hayden. High pressing on Everton on the own edge of the box.
Injured, though.
Hayden gets injured every game. He always gets a knock. He always goes down. Every game without fail.
Right. I'll do you all a deal. If this video gets over 500 likes on this one, I'll shave my hair off on camera.
I should change it a little. I should change it a little bit, and maybe like 5 new paying members.
I don't want to throw that one out there because that might just come along. But yeah, over 500 likes on this watch along. However you need to get it, and I'll shave it off. Maybe we'll do it on one of the videos live next week at some point.
Are you sure you don't want to ask your lass first if she agrees with it?
And if it's 600 likes, Brandon will go skinny dipping naked this time.
No, I'm not going to do one of these anymore. Fuck that, like.
So you can see them videos. Sam did a video actually last night for the members. Last night, I'm sure you have seen that as well. For members. If you don't know what the membership is, join button underneath this video. Have a little look.
Yeah, definitely. Once the barbers are back open, which I'll be waiting a while, but I will re-dye it blonde again. It was the way forward. Thoughts on Shelby so far today? A bit sluggish on some of his challenges. What do you think?
He's been better though. It's an improvement still. I think the performance in the first half, I think we've probably shaded it. I think we've been the better side.
You know why? He's playing better. Because Hayden is next to him. He feels also more confident, probably.
High pressing. We're 10 yards further up the pitch. We're forcing Everton into mistakes in defence. People are nicking the ball off them. It's a good half in terms of Newcastle standards.
Aye. How many stoppage time?
Shelby's really grateful there.
Right, okay. If we hit 500, if we hit 1,000, I'll shave my moustache off as well. So I'll be like a.
No, if it's 1,000, you've just got to leave the Hitler tash on.
Okay.
And if we have two, and if we have two,
And
2,000 likes,
then
you shave your eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Ooh, 2,000
Yeah,
likes.
2,000.
That one
2,000
I'll have to ask the missus about that one.
Oh, about that one, yeah. Right.
Oh, dear.
You know it's all recorded, right, Carl?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, we've got a new member. Richard's in to see Brandon skinny dipping.
Oh.
Get yourself over to the channel, mate. And for 700 likes, Lee will take his hat off.
There's another good deal.
Abraxas is in with shave the eyebrows. Good to have you back in, mate. Eyebrows, there's got to be a high number on that one.
maybe daft if you shave it off. Everyone looks daft.
Couple of slits.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do like stripes all the way across.
See, so you're like me. First I said skinny dipping and I backed off a little bit, and now you just go with just stripes.
No, for my eyebrows, that's got to be like a high number of likes.
Yeah, but you say now I only do some stripes, so you're backing off already a little bit, like I did.
Don't worry, lad. We're quite a way off. We're only on 125 likes at the moment, so you're all right at the minute.
Shaved head is better than a bad haircut. What?
126.
Leave out. We're in lockdown. I can't. I'm not Joe Linton.
No.
And my mom owns a salon, so I could get her in my ball, but I'm not going to do it. But yeah,
probably just get your mum into the problem.
Peter, I'm sticking at 500, mate, because I'm happy to do it if we can get 500 likes. Everton was great. Don't actually do a YouTuber I used to watch did it, and he looked like an alien. Imagine if I shaved it all off and my eyebrows and just had my tash.
Hit that one.
You look a little bit like Heisenberg.
For 1,000 likes, Carl will also put on the German Nazi uniform of the Hitler tash.
Jesus Christ.
For 1,000 likes.
Lee, bring your cats in. It might give us good luck.
They're in the room, actually. They're asleep. They're behind the telly.
Yeah.
For 7 more likes, get me a challenge.
500. I won't just shout. I will bick it as well. Lock it up. So I will be a slaphead. For you, Brandon, I don't know.
No, if you get we have now 1 new member in. If you get 9 more, what should I do?
Half time.
Or should we go like last time, like a full squad, 11? It's more fair.
Yeah, I think you'll have to think of something.
It's been a good half. It has been a good half. That.
Yeah, very great. Surprised, to be fair. Well, compared to last game, second half of Leeds, we saw this a bit coming already, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump off for 2 minutes and change the settings on my camera.
All right. Anyway. Maybe 7 on. Come on.
What's your thoughts on Brandon in general?
Happily surprised, to be fair. Would love to see this every week, and then I don't care if we lose. But this is much more entertaining to watch. Now the goals has to come, but I don't want to complain for the moment because I'm happy with what I see. So
yeah, it's a very surprising that we're playing higher up the pitch. We've nicked the ball off Everton quite a bit in their own half. Can we keep it up second half, the intensity?
They're professional athletes, so I hope so. But it also depends on the substitutes. So
yeah, you've got saint-maximin on the bench, so obviously we're definitely going to see him at some point. Andy Carroll.
I just hope to see Anderson, to be fair.
Yeah, Anderson. Andy Carroll, if you want to go long and direct, because I don't think Everton would enjoy that. You've got Gale, who's similar to Wilson, a lot of movement, a lot of channel running. And they're the ones that you probably want to look at. Matty's on the bench, of course, but he's not really an outlet going forward. Joe Linton, which we don't want to see, to be honest.
No, thank you.
Keep him there. Keegan Clark's on the bench, Emil Kraft, and you've got obviously the goalkeeper as well. But yeah, it'd be good to see Elliot Anderson if he can get some minutes. Lee,
What do you
where
think?
is Matt Ritchie today? Great point, Jonathan. I talked about this in the build-up. Obviously, strongly rumoured to be joining Bournemouth. Not in the matchday squad at all, so there might be some truth in that now. So we're approaching deadline day in the next 48 hours. So, and it wouldn't surprise me now if Matt Ritchie does leave, because Bournemouth have been heavily linked to him for the good probably 12 months now. Would you be sad?
Yeah, because I like Matt Ritchie. I like his passion, and he has been great. Not last couple of games, but he has been great for us, for sure.
Yeah, he hasn't featured much, has he?
I'm only happy to see him leave. I would accept it to see him leave. You could get like a Josh Keane, for example. Otherwise, I wouldn't sell him. Or maybe, I don't know. If you can get money for him, like around 5-6 million, yeah.
Yeah, you probably have to take a pay cut.
But I want a new body.
Yeah, I'll take a pay cut if he goes back down south. Sam, what's the score? Scores in the video title, mate. It's 0-0. We have played very, very well. Much improved, high pressing, pitching the ball off Everton defenders, forcing them into mistakes. We've hit the bar. Wilson header was tipped over by Jordan Pickford, and that hit the bar. We've had a couple of chances. Shelby's shot was deflected just wide. Everton have also had a couple of chances through Rodriguez. That was blocked. Calvert-Lewin. We've had Richarlison go just a little bit wide. So, but overall, I think Brandon will agree with me. Newcastle have shaded that the better side for me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm just surprised we come over that right-hand side. So I wouldn't say easily, but we look dangerous from the right-hand side, and I'm surprised because Digne is playing there, and I rate him pretty high. So.
Yeah, a lot of our play has coming down the right hand side. Manquillo's been bombing on. Manquillo's been a bit of a breath of fresh air for me at right wing back, and I said at the top of the show, and Carl did as well. That for me he's the best of all the right backs at the club for me, and the lad showed it. I think he's been superb. Manquillo is one of the best performers in that first half for me, bombing up and down that right hand side. So it goes to show you. And if we score, he matches Yadlin's haircut for a month. I don't think Carl will agree to that, mind you. Manquillo's been impressive. There you go. Master Quest. Manquillo's been impressive. And I've always been a fan of Yadlin. Yadlin's very Marmite. You love him or hate him. For me, I think Yadlin's time is up in Newcastle as well. If Newcastle win, Lee has to say he was wrong about Kieran Clark in 2016. I can say that now. I was wrong. When Kieran Clark did sign, I was against the signing. I didn't want him because he was making a lot of individual errors. At Aston Villa was signing a centre-back who was part of his team who was shocking. And so, yeah, I think most Newcastle fans would say that because he was appalling for Aston Villa in his last 18 months. Mistake and confidence levels were shot. But obviously, we dropped out the championship, and then he made a fantastic partnership with Jamal Lascelles, and we came back up. And Kieran Clark, you could only say, out of the over 100 games that he's played for Newcastle and 200 games, whatever it is, 100 to over 100 games, I think, he's probably only had about 4 or 5 bad games. And that goes to show you how consistent the lad is. And I'm surprised
I think it's fair to say 9 out of 10 games he's doing great, or at least performing well, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, last week, the Aston Villa fans don't understand that we rate him so good, actually.
Yeah, so anyone saying saint-maximin could come on that number 10 and Miggy could drop in that centre mid instead of Hendrick if you want to go a little bit more attacking. Yeah, I think if it stays the way it is now and we're still playing that way, I think it'll be a like-for-like change. I don't think Bruce will change it because Newcastle are playing well. So I don't think the score predictions at half-time. Anyway, for life. I said 1-1 at the beginning. I think Brandon said a defeat, didn't you?
Yeah, I said 3-0, but after looking the first half, like if you see for life is asking, I would maybe say we can make a 1-0 win.
Oh, you're changing it now, are you?
Yeah, now, yeah. Because that's what she's asking after half time.
Yeah, I said 1-1 as I'm sticking to that. We had to see our third manager shouting instructions to the players. Welsh Bruce stayed back in the shadows as well. Colin reckons 1-0 Newcastle. Another Colin says 1-1. Josh
I would think 1-1 though.
Newcastle. Bit of positivity as well, isn't it? Hendrick doing well. I've just seen a comment there. Manquillo's been brilliant. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's been one of the best first half performances. NUFC for Life says 2-1 Wilson and Maxi. I said that before kick-off. 2-1 Everton says Hoss. NUFC for life. I'm happy with the 1-0 or 1-1 draw.
I agree with you, Swift.
Hit the like button. Martin's even doing our promo for us. Our member, hit that like button. Thank you very much.
Disclaimer, no, we didn't tell him to do this.
Yeah, we didn't tell him to do it. I'll be honest. Man United fan James O'Hammer's getting absolutely kicked here and there and everywhere. But hey, if it works and gets Newcastle results, I'm sure you would want Newcastle to win this game with Everton not so far behind you with a couple of games in hand. I'm sure you'll want Newcastle to do well. And
I do fear, though, a little bit, Lee, that one of us, maybe ourselves or Shelby, picks up a red card, and that could decide the game.
Yeah, if we pick up a red card,
they're on sharp already. Like they have already a yellow card. Might want to bring Keaton Clark in for themselves.
BT Sport are just highlighting our play on the right hand side where Wilson's doing all the running and we're going down that side, and we're getting a bit of joy from that. So I'm pleased BT have picked that up, what we've seen as well. Mankio and Wilson bombing on, and they're just showing the highlights that Wilson's just hit the bar as well. Let's get ASM on. Richard says we can nick this in the future. Longstaff brothers need to replace Hendrick. And Lee, whoever has brought in this new coach, well done. He's making the Bruce look inept. Yeah. Wilson's touched the ball 24 times. Wilson's touched the ball 24 times and not once over the left-hand side. Not once. That's interesting, isn't it?
What does it say, though?
It says that we're obviously going down the right-hand side when we're getting a bit of joy as well. Lads, who's your favourite covering player? Mine's Fernandez. Who's your favourite player, Brandon?
Boy. Good one.
Mine's ASM, even though he's been out injured. Has been ASM.
I'll come up with an answer soon. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Calvin's even doing a promotion. 250 people watching and only 137 likes. Come on, guys, like the vid. Remember, if you get the likes up to 500 vids, Carl, who's sitting in the background, is going to shave all of his hair off, and we'll do it live as well, maybe on a match reaction or a preview or something. So get them likes up. Thank you very much. If you are, Martin's just said that there. Come on, when you find like Carl's hair's gone, hit that like.
I got an answer for you. Who's my favorite player? Can be only one. He's our goalie. Number one goalie, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah,
I like Paul Dimmet as well.
Anything to do with like Slovakia, Czech Republic, Holland?
No, but I like Paul Dimmet as well. He's coming close to being my favorite player too. Not because he's that great, but I just like it a lot. Don't ask me why. Like Sam likes Lewis a lot. I like and Hayden as well.
Yeah, a lot of people love Isaac Hayden because of the graph that he puts in. He goes very much unnoticed with non-Newcastle supporters. Come on, you magpies, says Hayden.
I just hope Paul Dummett can be some sort of good factor later on in any season. I hope he will become important for us. Because I like him.
Does it include the eyebrows, says Andrew? Not just yet. I think that's 1,000 likes, I think.
2,000.
And then I think 600 Brandon back in the sea naked.
No. That's what
we agreed before.
Yeah, you decided that, Lee. But you're not the boss. I'm a volunteer here. I'm not an employee. So
all of the audience agreed to it. So
as long as I don't get paid for doing this, I'm not listening to you. I'm a volunteer. Yeah.
None of us.
I'm telling you, if we can get 10 more members, I will do it. But
10 more members. There you go. Andy Carroll for entertainment value always makes me laugh. I wouldn't be against Andy Carroll against Michael Keane. I think Carroll could do the better of him. I haven't seen the other channels. Lee, hit that bloody like button. Carl's hair gone, guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Hayden is a solid player.
They're on a mission, eh?
Richard, another new member. I think ASM will get 20 minutes, but due to COVID, you'll need time. I hope he gets longer because against Everton, you got about 25. And if you get some minutes in his tank today, you could look at starting on Tuesday as well. Fix the leg so it gets to 100 to 500. Unfortunately, can it? That would be lovely. Do one eyebrow.
Lee, do you mind if I go to the toilet real quick?
Yeah, of course. I'll bring Colin as well.
Okay.
In the way.
All right, mate.
In the ground as well.
Mute me, please.
Carry on, Munch and Carl. I'll just read.
Is that better? Is it, mate?
Bit fuzzy.
Is it?
Yeah. Bit fuzzy.
What's going on?
And then we've got Hayden.
30 minutes for ASM. Who wins the battle of the air, Carol or Mina? That's a tough one, but I think Carol will try and stand her team. A broadcast to a regular commenter. Calling on, get them to boot up the Windows 95 PC and like the video. Yeah, brilliant. Don't know who I'll take.
Is Brandon having a piss? I'm sure Brandon having a piss.
Yeah, I told you to mute me, fucker. Jesus. Fuck yeah. Jesus.
This is live, everybody. This is non-edited. You can hear them. You can hear his piss dropping off onto the toilet.
Wait, what the fuck, man? I told you to mute my mic.
Fucking
Just
hell,
when I was walking away.
If your piss is that loud, are you next to the bathroom?
No comment. Should ask me girlfriend.
That's killed me.
Hide
the children, definitely.
Jesus, I'm happy I didn't take a shit or something.
Oh, can you imagine it? We'll all be waiting for it. We'll listen in quietly, waiting for the drop.
Was that loud as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was loud. Yeah.
When you've got to go, says Frank. Oh, hi. Clark coming on for the second half. Sam, if you have missed it, Brandon, I'm sure you'll clip that down. It's just had a pee, and we've all heard it.
Well, you will not clip it because you told me you would clip it as well when I was singing. I was singing when I was in Slovakia. I think it was Bladen Races or something.
Much improved. This is because of the new coach, Graham Jones. Oh, you look clear there, Carl.
Yeah, it's OBS then. Fair enough.
It's good.
OBS has been a dickhead.
Everyone's laughing at Brandon. The Brandon fountain.
Mate, that's honestly, I'd be insane.
Leave me alone, man.
Any more than 3 shakes, Brandon.
Oh, at least it deserves 500 likes, like.
Brandon,
brilliant.
Alone.
Yes, he actually.
I think you'll do another membership video, Brandon.
Sorry?
Do another membership video. They love you.
I will. Just has to come up. If someone has an idea what I can do, then you it is.
Talk about transfer.
No, I'm not washing my hands. I'm not touching shit. It's only in my house. Fuck that, man. I'm telling you, 70% of the people don't wash their hands after the. But well, maybe at home not. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not the one going to the toilet.
I told you to mute me. I think you didn't do it on purpose, man.
Oh, yeah. You were going to the toilet.
Just your dodgy accent. Right, Carl, I'll leave it back to you because we'll kick off.
Perfect. Yeah, just
stop being racistly.
Word of advice then. If you get 178 likes, we need 500. Then Carl says, all you need to do is share the video as much as possible across your social medias. Give yourself 30 seconds. Just say what the crack is. You need 500 likes, and maybe it'll work. There's 228 of you in here. If you share it, asking for likes like we have, I'm sure we might get some more.
Change the video title. Second half.
70% of British men.
See,
the other lads are up for attacking today. Anyone could score. Brandon, touch, shake, rattle, roll. Love you in High Market with a fountain like that. You wash it, hand press. Brilliant. Oh, so you don't get that on every other channel. We're uncensored here.
You guys just all have a fucking dirty fetish or something.
I thought, like when I heard it, I thought it must be just running the tap or something, and then I was like, "Look,
it was actually." Oh man, handball.
Come on, boys, make the day. Be nice to do some videos this afternoon where it's all positive.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it can still go terribly wrong, though.
Oh, yeah, I can be, but I'm just saying it would be lovely to do all the vids tonight. I say tonight, it's today.
But honestly, I completely forgot that it was a midday kickoff. And when Sam put that in the group, I was like, oh, brilliant. Thank God it's an early kickoff.
Yeah. All with it will be done by 5:30.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing scoring the players, don't I?
No, you're on fan reaction with Carl. And then
Martin is right though.
Bavaria. And then so we've got the match reaction with Liam later on. And Sam's controller. And then fan reactions Carl and Brandon. And then scoring the players, I think it's Sam and Carl.
I think me.
No,
I think I'm in there as well.
No, I think there's only 2 in that one. I think it's changed it.
Yeah.
Because it's only half an hour until the last word. Yeah. And then it's me and 40. So 40's on later on if you want to tune in for 40.
So which one I'm doing again?
Fan reaction.
Okay.
We've got a new layout. I'll just quickly change that card so people can see it.
Oh, it's a blessing in disguise.
Show it off, please.
We've got that layout later on today where we can just get 4 people in it straight away.
This looks not like.
We need it definitely because I'm not very good at cutting people off. I let everyone talk.
Yeah, give them 10 minutes max. That's it.
Yeah,
like we are with the fan reaction show. We are some sort of like Newcastle fans fear. Yeah, I say psychics or something.
Jamal Lewis has just saved with that Calvin Lewin had a shot on goal. Jamal Lewis came across. That was
he's playing okay. I have to say though, I'm not a big fan of Jamal Lewis, but he's playing decent, really good actually.
I'm a big fan. I think he's had a great last 2 years.
Is Liam doing scoring the players?
But you'll see this. Lewis just comes in, stops them. Sorry, what you're saying?
Is Lewis doing scoring the players?
Lewis, who's Lewis?
No, is Liam doing scoring the players?
Oh, Liam. No.
Yeah.
No, it's Simon Cole. I think Liam's got a base. That's why
you cannot ask Liam to join in for like just rating for Jamal Lewis.
No, I think Liam's going out. That's why he's only in one video.
All right.
So we'll put him on.
To cheer about immediately. Sunderland losing. Get in.
That's great.
Against which pub team?
They got the tallest floodlights in the league.
I am on fan reaction today, Carl. James, good man. We'll see you on there, James. As Lee said, we're gonna have like 2 or 3 people in at a time.
He says though that he's on the fan reaction, but who says he is? If we don't accept him, he's not. Because James was giving me stick last time. He has like bigger arms than me. So
oh yeah, that's true, James.
So if I decide you're not on it, you're not on it, James.
Brandon's in control, mate. I can't do anything about it.
James, you'll have to get your arms out and match up against Brandon on camera today.
Yeah, we'll do that definitely. 46% possession in the first half must be one of our highest of the season. Who knew that we could keep the ball? Who knew?
It's great, wasn't it?
Who will England turn to now? There's no Harry Kane with Achilles injury.
Joelinton.
Calvert-Lewin.
I was going to say Calvert-Lewin needs to be involved.
I think he's better than Abraham. I think Calvert-Lewin's better than Abraham.
Yeah.
Brentford.
Brandon. Swearing that is in this chat. He played for Middlesbrough.
Go on, Fraser.
I just tried to say already two daft comments about who should replace Harry Kane. I said Joelinton and Bamford, so you finally pick up on Bamford.
You could always put Rashford as centre forward if you didn't want to put him out wide.
But Calvert-Lewin is not selected by who's the coach again? I forget his name all the time.
He scored on his debut. I think he's got 5 caps.
Carlo, don't know.
Southgate is the manager of England squad, right?
Yeah.
Gareth Southgate, I think. Yeah.
Gareth Southshite.
Do you know who is the Dutch one? No.
You keep changing it, don't you? It was De Boer, wasn't it?
No, it is the Boer now, but it was Koeman. It was Koeman, but he left for his dream job at Barcelona.
Yeah.
He might regret it now a little bit. Like
you just keep changing the managers all the time.
Sam's asked if one of us could tell him where the ball is because he's not able to watch it. I don't think. If we can give him a little bit
now at T-Rex Pickford. Pickford going to Keane. Keane going to Sigurdsson. Back to Pickford. Pickford playing it long to Coleman. Coleman going for, who was it, Iwobi. To Touré.
Done Lascelles, corner Everton. We haven't started the second half great in this first 6-7 minutes.
No. When do we next play Spurs? I'm not sure off the top of my head, James. I have to have a look. It's not for a while, though, I don't think. We've got a tough run, but Spurs aren't including that at the moment.
You can find out, right?
Yeah, I'll look in a sec.
It's well down too easy.
Fixtures.
Win the header. Go on. Well done, Wilson. Go on, Miggy. Give it to Fraser. Give it to Fraser. Give it to Fraser. That's it. Play him in. Go on, Wilson. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, what a fucking chance. What a chance that is.
Fuck me, man. That has to sit like.
Oh, he's got to put that on target, man.
For sure, like. The least he has to put it on target.
He has to put that on target. Great ball by Fraser.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, he's got to put that on.
But this probably shows he's not in form. He's not in his greatest form, Callum Wilson.
That's got to at least go on target.
James, we're playing them on the 3rd of April, mate. Carl, shave your hair now. We've got to wait till we hit 500 likes, Thomas.
If we have 500 likes, I come over to England and I shave Carl's head.
Lascelles is off the clock. He's injured.
Oh dear.
Yes, but it's good too because he was already on a yellow, so it's not that bad. Like
looks like he's.
I rate Kieran Clark higher than myself.
He's limping like could be a hamstring or groin or anything yet. He'll not play on Tuesday now.
What do you make of him now?
So
Obviously started really well. Yeah. Again, Richard, thank you very much for joining the membership, mate. But yeah, what do you make of Bamford now? Because obviously he started off really well, some really good finishes. Has he dropped off a bit?
He's dropped off. It was him and Wilson, one of the other two that weren't picked. The last England squad.
Share our captain, by the way.
I hope that chance doesn't come back and haunt me.
Who's captain now? Share?
Not sure. Who's actually been given the armband, actually?
I think it's Share.
You would have thought Kieran Clark would get it.
No, I think it's Share.
Oh, Everton just had a chance at Darlow's palmed it. Offside. He's offside.
Yeah, it's Share. Share's captain now. Wait, I think Darlow had a flick on that ball. Like, I think it was Share who is captain now.
Not John Joe Shelby. I'm sure it was Shelby.
No.
Isn't Shelby assistant? Darlow's punched away. Oh, Howard Lewis, man.
Oh, no, it's not Share. Or, wait.
Shelby, man. Shelby's got the armband.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're right.
I hope that chance doesn't come back, mind.
I wouldn't be against it, though, if Share gets the captain.
Does the channel have a t-shirt shop? I think Lee's got a couple sorted, haven't you, Lee? Or there was some
on the website. Yeah, we did have some Newcastle Fans TV t-shirts, but the when we first started doing them, they sold up pretty quick. But we've got like 3 retro. It's on the website newcastlefanstv.com. We've got 3 retro shirts. We've got the Amazon store where you can buy loads of Newcastle stuff. It's on the website newcastlefanstv.com.
Who did you use, Lee, for the t-shirts, by the way? Was it Teespring?
No, I know there's default ones underneath that third party because Teespring are American, but no, I used a different supplier. It was a local one.
Okay.
And they'd done about 300 t-shirts. Fair
enough. Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas for designs if you wanted to do them.
Yeah, could have a look at it.
Yeah. So I'll be up for getting a couple of t-shirts.
I've actually been thinking about it myself, about drawing some things for.
I mean, I've still got spares. Danny Ings, that's a shout. I've still got spares behind that cupboard over there.
Yeah, well, I'll buy one, mate, if possible.
I'll give you for free, man. You're a member.
I just didn't want to ask.
Free, man, if you're part of it. Hopefully this COVID gets it the way and I'll just hand them all over then.
Yeah. I've just seen, I don't know if you've seen the picture
of as well.
Steve Bruce and Graham Jones on a certain person's Twitter.
No, what's happened?
It just tells a completely different picture.
Oh.
Like you got Bruce just standing there and Graham Jones actually encouraging the players.
Different voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Newcastle free kick. Fraser whips it in. Why is Shelby in the box?
JJ, I don't know. I think someone might break through with a goal. I don't want to jinx it though.
Oh. Wilson's just pushed Pickford.
Which one did you go for, James? You'll have to let us know on the fan reaction, mate.
Yeah, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty in Newcastle. Nah. Yeah, he's never getting a penalty for that.
Yeah, that's a foul. Definitely a foul. Give it.
Everton's greatest ever manager is from the village where I grew up in. Howard Kendall. So I grew up in Wrighton, and that's where Howard Kendall's from. Everton's greatest ever manager.
What's the thoughts on such a change after Jones' arrival from Bruce's perspective? Is he happy? Probably not, because he's going to be undermined. But I'm not sure that he do. I think he might want this to be the case, or maybe he knows that he's on his way out. We don't know.
He's asked that question one in his presser, and he said on the BT Sport clip, and he said the guy who questions him says, "Oh, the club have brought in a new appointment to help you." And Bruce went, "Well, I wouldn't agree with it if it undermined me, would I? Do you think I'd be sitting in this chair if I was undermined?" Of course, we need to bring a coach in, so he was just going along with it.
Yeah.
They haven't been great though, Everton. Not playing that well.
Do you think we've played well and nullified some of that, or?
Yeah, I think it's mixed up
Probably.
both.
Probably. It's just high, we're pressing pretty high, to be fair.
Oh, Shelby, well done. Shelby just went past two players. Plate. Fraser, come in.
Oh, yeah. That can be a yellow card later.
Oh, he's kept the ball, Lewis. I thought Fraser gave the ball away there.
Dean might get booked.
Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards.
I don't disagree, Richard, at all. But just what does that say about Bruce as a manager? Who used to drink with Gazza in the 80s in the Crown at Lowfell? Some great times. I've met Gazza a few times when I was living in Bournemouth. He was a member at the gym that my girlfriend used to work at. He used to buy her Mars bars every day. I don't know what he was trying to do.
I know what he was trying to do.
Walking around half naked after a gym session.
But
yeah, he's a cracking bloke.
Yeah, I've met Gazza a few times. He thought I was following. He thought I was following him when he was hammered in Dunstan.
I wish I met Gascoigne, because he seems like a decent bloke.
Yeah,
well, I got a photo of him as well. And when I went to put it on the channel when we went to the Legends match.
I think he's just the type of people I like.
Only about 3 years.
Yeah, it was a shame because he was doing well when he was living in Bournemouth, because he was living in Sandbanks as well, and he was doing well with all the alcoholism. But he said a couple of times he'd come back up here and he was waiting in the airport and stuff, and just ended up going on the smash with people, and that was it.
Corner, Newcastle, Fraser. Pickford's punched. It's another corner. Newcastle
definitely corrected though. That's a
Fabian Schär's holding his face.
Yeah, I agree, Jordan. I think we played well. Geordie's on your case here, Brandon. Trouble in paradise.
Yeah, Fabian Schär's milking that a little bit. Mina's put his arm out, and Fabian Schär's went down like he's shot. Nah, give up. You never get a penalty for that, man.
Oh, I get it now. What you said, Carl.
Yeah, I'm joking. Of course, I'm joking. This has got to be our best played game so far this season. Yeah, we played much better. We talk about Darlow for England. This is the best chance with Pickford in goal. Okay, options and with England squad for the Euros like this summer. I just genuinely don't think Gareth Southgate will pick him. I really don't.
And Bob.
He's waiting for the VARs, looking at it.
Yes.
That's harsh, mind. I will say if we get given that, we are very lucky because he's got his hand like this and it just hits him. The Corey. Yeah, it's not a penalty. Yeah, he's played it on. I thought not. Go on, Wilson. Wilson's on that right flank. Gone past Digne again. He's getting some joy over there. I would give it back.
Martin, we could try that. Definitely.
What's wrong with Digne, though?
Fraser's headed it. Keep it in, Wilson. Low. Oh, I thought I was going to foul to Shelby there.
Good, thank you, mate. Hope you're well too. Yeah, we've played much better than recently. Much better. About time to get maximum on. 100%. 100% needs to be on within the next 5 minutes max.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Oh, that's a free kick. Keane's been booked. Get Andy Cowell on, Michael Keane, man. They're making a change. Gomez is coming on.
Aye.
And I can see why, because Everton can't keep the ball in midfield at the minute. It's got to be a Iwobi off of Gomez.
Gomez, yeah.
Remember when I first seen Alex Iwobi because I used to go into the, I say used to, I still do, but I can't with COVID. He scored the under 23s, and he scored that night. And when he was before he broke into the Arsenal side. I thought, fuck me, this is a talent, this lad. What a player he was, and he's just never gone on and kicked on at Arsenal or Everton.
Yeah.
I don't rate him much, to be honest.
No, I agree. I'm not watching, but if Wilson is having success on the wings, why aren't we pushing a central striker and ASM running at the fullbacks? This is it, Mike. I think we need to bring him on. And Lee's just said there, get Andy Carroll and Michael Keane, which isn't a bad shout at all. So those two changes would be positive massively. So let's see if Graham Jones can get that done.
Not a bad ball, like.
Yeah, name one on the end of it, was it, Brandon?
Yeah, that's good free kick. Good run by Fraser.
But if we play like this, you can't really slag Steve Bruce off.
No,
that'd be good, mate. That'd be a good, nice getaway.
Credit for credit is due.
Have to go, lads, but many thanks for the live here. Stay safe or good luck. Thank you very much, mate. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for dropping by. If you haven't already, like, share. They want to get to 500 likes.
How many likes we don't know?
Very nice, James. I'm not sure. Mad, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. The actual difference.
187.
Close to 200 at least.
Still got around 30 minutes to accomplish it.
And don't forget, you can still like the video after it's finished. We got a whole week. If you can get 500 likes before the end of next week.
It's not about like no.
No, just as long as the video hits 500 likes.
Done, Miggy. Brilliant, Miggy.
I will ask my mates to join. Did like it?
Oh, hasn't got a right foot, Miggy, though.
I've asked my friends to like the video. Although I only have one friend. My only friend is Jordi Sancaster, so.
What do you make of that, Jordi?
Is Jordi Sancaster just your mum?
Your mum?
That's just your mum just commenting all the time.
Yeah, sure. He's dating me, mum. Actually.
Who's the daddy? Who's the daddy? It's two. Great tackle by Fabian Schär to win the ball. Hey, we've done well with tackles, mind. Tackle at the day has been brilliant.
Jonjo even. Jonjo also had a few good tackles as well.
Martin, I didn't realise.
Alan saint-maximin, he's coming on. I can see him.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Martin. Hope you're having a good day.
Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday, Martin. I think that makes him
Juicy. It's 500 likes, mate, not 200. But yeah, like I said, you've got a whole week to do it. You know, as long as it hits 500 likes, it hasn't got to be done today.
I think Martin turned 56, right?
Yeah. If
Come on, whip this in. Get this. Oh my God. What has just happened there, Mankio? Let the ball run out.
This is not Bruce, guys. Cabbage is not motivating the squad. A new man and look at the difference. 100%, 100% agree.
I hope he's right, though.
ESM's coming on.
I hope it's right.
ESM for Fraser. Like for like.
Yeah, I'm a.
Well, Fraser's done all right today.
We played well. Played very well.
We rate him because of what he's done at what he did at his previous club and what he did last season. I'm surprised that you don't rate him. I don't disagree with you. Like, he was completely a different player when he signed his contract, 100%.
Yeah,
but he's not been motivated in the squad. A lot of the players have been exactly the same. He's not the only one. And then look at what he did at Leeds. He looked like he was trying to play. He looked different to what we've got. We'll see what he does this half. He's got a lot of things to work on, but he's got massive potential.
Yeah, Leeds was like a two-man show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The only two players who were showing a bit of, as the Mexicans would say, cojones.
Your board, how's the game going? Well, mate, very well. Positive. We've been playing well. I'm coming around to see you, Lee. Geordie said.
I thought you'd come around to see me, mum.
Yes, 56, Brandon. Yeah, well, again, happy 56th birthday, Martin.
Oh, whip this in, Lewis. Lift it. Corner, throw in. Was it? Corner.
That's what I said about Fraser, though. I think if he gets a few good run of games, he can get a pretty important player for us if he is not getting injured.
Look at that, 9 corners we've had to Everton's 4.
It's nice. The game's early. We're doing well. It feels different. Oh, God.
Come on, Shelby.
No involvement in this.
Shelby's on the corners now. He's lifted it.
I'll leave that one there for Lee to read.
I already have. Hey. I've always wondered who my dad was.
Oh, dear.
Me and Geordie are actually friends now on Facebook.
That's good. Yeah, Dan, I mean, I understand what Chris is saying, 100%. He's like, he went off the ball massively when he signed his contract. But we don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
I think he was close to getting in between that pass. Second half percentage, we're Everton 62%, and we have 38. Well, it's much better than the 30% or 28 we have normally.
Sorry to repeat what I said, but Hendrick really is invisible in games. Forgot he was playing. Mate, you echo that as much as you want. It's true. Graham Jones needs this job. This is much better. I mean, I want to keep him as a coach. From what I've read, I'd like us to get Eddie Howe in with him. I think that would be brilliant. I don't think he's quite ready for a management role.
Just get Jason Tyndall whilst you're there as well.
Geordie just said, cheers, son. Martin said it's probably Gaza.
At least Geordie has both as Gaza.
We've looked like the home side today.
I agree, Ollie. Surely no coincidence this performance is a few days after getting a new coach, especially after the second half as well of the Leeds game. Geordie's said Almiron does more than run. Mate, we need to get you a T-shirt printed of that so you and Liam can meet in the future and wear them together.
And ball.
How isn't Sam on? As in Sam from the channel is doing quite a few videos after, mate.
On one. You run to the Twitter. So you'll be running NFTV extra Twitter today until we get our main account sorted out.
Yeah. It is embarrassing that new coach has improved us this much. If true, what has Bruce been doing? Agree, Nick? Absolutely agree, mate.
Who cares if it's embarrassing? It was embarrassing how Bruce played before. Like,
corner. I mean, throw in, sorry. Wilson get a bit of joy in there.
After the performance of today, would we be happy with the draw?
He is, Colin. He's playing now, mate. If you're a little bit behind, he's playing.
He's on the left.
Geordie, I think you're asking this for bites. Adam's not in the chat, but it's probably because Lee would say because his missus won't let him, but I think he's at work today.
He's at work. He's back for Palace, he told me.
What was that?
He's back for Palace, which allow me So if Adam's back for Palace, that'll allow me to go on an extra video because I can do some of the last word edited whilst you guys are live for pictures and stuff.
Yeah, Ricky, it's 0-0. We did have the layouts doing that, but it knackered my camera, the software I was using. So it's 0-0, mate.
The score's in the title of the video.
Yes. Yeah.
People might think it's old.
Just so you know, Lee will update the title of the video every time.
Just hit refresh. Just refresh. Wilson header. It's in! Carlo Wilson scored! 1-0 Newcastle!
I'm a little bit behind, but get in! Get in! Get in!
What the
header that is. There was a bit late there. I didn't know whether the ref would give it or not. What a fucking bet. What a header that is. What a header.
What's going on? Come on, Graham Jones in.
What a header. He has the replay. Wilson.
Dinosaur Pickford could have reached the ball like.
What a
that
header.
Was too good of a header. Too good of a header.
That means we're in there now, giving Pickford stick. Oh.
Now we can update the scoreline.
Get in. Get in.
Another open field goal. Oh, no, actually not. Sorry.
What a goal that was. What a header. Richarlison asleep. Richarlison asleep. Wilson free header. Into the corner. What a header.
We're up to 22 points now. For now.
Let's wait to 90 minutes, Brandon. Let's
Wilson and Miggy.
73rd minute.
Sorry?
73rd minute. Come on.
Keep those likes coming. Keep those likes coming.
I was because I was undecided whether you give the goal or not. I was like, is he give it? Is it a goal? Do not let them score. Corner Everton.
I got to the toilet real quick, please. Oh wait, you know what? I'll mute myself this time.
No. If you go to the toilet, we'll unmute you. We'll listen to you have a shit. Brandon's anybody who's just joined, Brandon's muted himself because he went to the toilet before we heard it all. How about Newcastle? Hang on for this win. You know what's going to happen, Newcastle. We're going to get 10 men behind the ball here.
100%. Unless Graham Jones has got anything to say.
If we just keep playing the way we are, there's no need to change it. If you've got to do substitutions, I think in the minute, just like for like. There's no need to change it. Oh, yes, Sam, you cannot lose the ball there, you fucking idiot. Let's win the ball back, though. Switch it. That's it. Newcastle are on the attack. It's Almiron running. Play out wide. Wilson on the right. Back to Manquillo, looking for the cross. And that is going to be a throw in Newcastle. Come on, boys. How?
Get in. Oh, dear me.
They're showing the replay of ESM doing Michael Keane. Come on, lads. Oh, that's poor. How Miggy? Wake up, man.
How happy are you, Thomas? How happy are you, mate? Get in. There are tears in my eyes. Can't watch anymore. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I don't know when we Newcastle last lead in a game. You're playing really well. Appreciate that, mate. We are, absolutely. Get in, lads. Pickford, you pillar. What else we got? It's a great goal from Frankie. 100%. Perfect, mate. Perfect.
Very Shearer-esque.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Over here, passed by Gomez for another goal kicked to Newcastle.
Yeah, the big surprise comes from a Shelby corner, beating the first man.
Just showing the replay of the goal here.
Where are we?
Great header, that, mind you. What a header.
I said 2-1 win. I'm going 2-0 now. The lads have played really well. We've been exceptional today.
I said 1-1, so I hope I'm wrong.
Back again.
Agreed.
Much better, wasn't it?
A lot of new people joining the chat, so if people in the comments haven't already said, if the video gets to 500 likes, I will be shaving my hair off and video in the next week, live on the channel. I don't know why I'm plugging this myself, because I don't really want to shave my hair off, but it is what it is. Been brilliant today. No one lower than an 8.
Could you imagine, right? Could you imagine if we do win this game, Steve Bruce would have done a double over Carlo Ancelotti?
What do you think? Like, are we going to get? We're going to get shot down by pundits, aren't we? Because they're going to have ammunition now to give Steve Bruce credit.
Oh yeah, what Newcastle?
And that's the annoying thing. That's why I wouldn't mind if you would have lost. You know. But yeah, you're totally right.
Roger, wake everyone up at the house. My coffee's gone everywhere, and I don't care one bit. Get in, mate. Get in. Jones for manager. Up the mags. Bet the Bournemouth fans aren't laughing now. Wilson has played much better today simply because we have players up front with him. 100%. 100%. Define shave my hair off. How far are you going? I'm bicking it off. Like, completely bicking it off. So I'll shave it.
But Carl, I have a question though. Will it be a members only video or will it be for everyone?
It will be for everyone because the 500 likes will come from everyone. So it won't just be a members one.
So 250, you only do it for members?
Why? How close are we?
Oh, great tackle. Great tackle, Fabian Chair. Great tackle, lot.
No, I agree, Geordie, but you know what the pundits are like. So not the stash and the eyebrows. That's going to be 2,000 likes. Eyebrows is a tough one.
Lee tried to talk it down though. He said it was only 1,000. So
we get 1,000. We get 1,000 likes. This video will get like 300,000 views or something like that. Which I can't say. I can't say happening.
We have to ask Brexis and Richard, who are Leeds fans, to watch it as well. Just a video. Maybe if it's just like 5 minutes long.
Yeah. I reckon we win. You should shave your head anyway. I mean, it's a tough one.
It almost sounds like you do want to have your head shaved.
I'll make my fan reaction and give my side or just watch the stream. Yeah, by all means. Come on, mate. By all means.
Brilliant by Miggy. Brilliant by Miggy. Wins the ball off Rodriguez in the right back position. Rodriguez fouls.
He forces Rodriguez for a foul.
Brilliant. Brilliant by Miggy.
If we win, does this mean we get stuck with more Bruce? I'm not sure because I think. Do you think so, Le?
For a little bit, it'll buy them a little bit of time.
Yeah. Can you lads score Graham Jones as well as Bruce in scoring the players much better performance? Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Don't you think?
But I think
don't
if
you think people
win today, I think that's going to be a massive help to Bruce and us as well.
But don't you think like Lichani or whatever, or Mike Ashley, whoever goes about who is about it, like they would say, like after we brought Jones in, the team started performing better. When you were in charge, we played fuck all. Don't you think it's like a good case for getting Bruce sacked?
Yeah, in that sense, but I don't know if they'll be looking at it in that way. That's the only thing. Do you know what I mean?
And then maybe get Jones promoted because of this reason.
Oof. Just pinged a bit his head. It's not a free kick. That was his own man pinging it at his head.
You got to love football. The pain and agony on your lot's faces. Come on, the Geordies. To be fair, you played well in the second half against Leeds. Away the lads. That's it, mate. It's just relief. Like it's ridiculous. Is Brandon drinking Baileys? Are you drinking Baileys, Brandon?
Bavaria, isn't it?
Oh, Bavaria.
No, it's Baileys now.
Swicking it from the bottle.
Yeah, I like it.
Fucking
I drink Baileys straight. I don't think it's that strong.
From the bottle, though.
How much is it? 17%. So it's like baby drinks. Come to Slovakia or Czech Republic. We show you real vodka and Palinka, Slivovica. We show you the real alcohol there. But this is just, I like it. It's like drinking a coffee.
Yeah, I'm good with it in a glass, but I don't know about drinking it from the bottle.
What's the difference?
Oh, to corner Everton.
It has been outside and it's cold, so
yeah, there's no difference to be fair.
How are lads? 10 minutes, 10 plus stoppage. Come on.
What minute are you lads on?
81:15.
There you go.
81:15
there on. I'm on the same as Brandon. Bruce for England manager. Jesus Christ!
Shut up.
It's your birthday, so we won't give you any abuse.
Someone from the Netherlands. Someone from the Netherlands. I would say Bruce for the England squad.
Way over the bar. from Digne. He's been tortured today.
Well, you know, Abraxas.
Sitting too deep now, going to finish 1-1. 80 minutes and Miggy's still running like a madman. Abraxas is a big fan of the channel, mate. He's been brilliant. He supports the channel, so we love having him in. Now we've got to get quite a few Leeds fans back in. To be fair.
Michael McKenzie, you better don't pick on Abraxas or any Leeds fans. we love to have them over.
They become adopted Jordans in this stream.
He has always been a good crack.
Mate,
nice to have on.
Oh, Dave, I have some. You want it, mate? No, I'm good. I'm good, thank you.
I might buy it for you for a good price and then sell it here.
Very nice price. If we win today, still Bruce has to go 100%. I will be asking Joe on All Leeds TV to get his head shaved. If anything, this performance is more indictment of Bruce than it is a positive from him. Shows an inability to produce a performance like this before. Watch him take the credit. This is the thing, Stu. Like we all see it as that, but I just don't think that the hierarchy will, and obviously the pundits won't push that narrative either. So,
hey, clear it.
Lee's right.
Fucking hell, Jesus. Oh, my heart for a second there, like Richard Charleston.
Classy Brandon.
Every time that ball comes in,
I don't care if I'm classy. Just the way
Almiron's covered the most distance, and Hendricks actually second most. Believe it, 9.1 kilometers. 9.4 for Almiron.
That's massive. I support Liverpool and I'm gassed Newcastle scored. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've always got the soft spot for the red side of Merseyside.
Yeah. Where has this football been? Always knew what the fuck was Bruce doing for the last 11 matches? Loving this good attacking front foot football, 100%. What did you say, Brandon? Sorry, mate.
Hey, wait, my TV's just stopped.
Oh dear.
It's restarting. What the fuck? No, I said Gust is like in a positive way.
Yeah.
Put your €1 in. Put your €1 in. It'll come on.
Because you also have been like gassed out, right?
It is Euro in Holland, isn't
it? Gassed over here is like happy, excited, buzzing.
What you say, Lee?
It is Euros in Holland, isn't it?
You think so?
I don't know, is it? I don't know what currency you're on. Euros?
I don't know either.
Who's this geezer coming in here trying to sell drugs? Mate, are you all right?
Just ship it to my local post office, and I'll see if I pick it up.
We don't want the video getting demonetized, so let's leave that at that.
Yeah, because it is actually part of YouTube.
Drugs is bad. Don't use it.
Don't condone that.
No. Bruce to manage my local kebab shop. Yeah. What do you think of Darlow's performance? He's been a bit shaky. I think he started off quite shaky, but he's been all right.
Still. No, he's still. The last corner he had. Also, he punches it again. I'm not a
legend.
I'm not a fan. Great lineskeeper though.
Because you fucking love the Bravka, that's why.
Well, he's the better goalkeeper. Come on. You want to say he's not?
I think it's 50-50.
Because you're English, mate.
What's that got to do with it? Yeah, exactly. So you love Dubravka because he's Czech.
Well, it's a foul. Is he going to?
Oh, he's not Czech. He's Slovak. He plays for Sparta Prague, which is in Czech Republic. But
great tackle. That's our ball.
I'm a huge fan of him. Huge fan of him.
Well done.
30 years ago, you were correct. 27 years ago, you were correct. That he is Czech.
Mankio's had
a still
game.
Czechoslovakia.
Mankio's a contender for man of the match for me. Outstanding.
Yeah, he's a good tackle, like.
It's been superb. Like, up and down the byline.
All the time, Dean goes forward. Mankio's right there to stop him.
What happens when Newcastle play Leeds? They come in and we have banter, mate. To be fair, it's been good. It's been good. I know, obviously, because we're crap and we expect to lose. There's no malice, but no, they've all been good.
I think Almiron had a good game as well so far.
Yeah, he's grafted properly. Won a lot. He's won a lot of tackles from deep. Oh, he's in. Wilson, round to the keeper. Oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the post and it's gone out.
Plus, Miggy runs a lot as well this game.
I could have wrapped the game up.
Looks like offside as well. Oi, handball? There could be a handball from Mia.
No, he's onside. He's onside. You've talked about Almir on there. You just played him through there. Brilliant ball.
Appreciate that, Mark. Legend, mate. Legend.
Yeah, he's onside.
How likely is it that Ashley sells the club this summer? Honestly, I have no
But
idea.
is this not a handball by Mina? Seriously, look at it. Wait a sec. It looks like a handball, man.
Almiron's had a fantastic game as well. So is Wilson because he scored the goal, but he's running the channels. And Wilson on that right-hand side has caused Dinya massive problems. Him and Mankio. That's been a real strength today. It's nice to talk positive about the right-hand side change.
5,000 likes for a Bruce tattoo.
I do it. I do it.
Yeah, because we ain't getting 5,000 likes on a video, but yeah, we'll do that.
Sure, I do it.
Can you imagine? Oh,
next to my Newcastle tattoo, okay?
Yeah.
Bruce Lick
So
on
it
the
will
badge.
be it will be on me leg.
Well, I beat a tattoo has to be Bruce Lick on the badge.
Stu, wonder if Simon Jordan will eat his words about our players being put so poor and can't play this way. I'd love to see it, but I don't think he will.
For Hendrick was going to get
tackle by Hendrick there, like
legend.
What? That was a good tackle by Hendrick. No. That's not a yellow.
Good tackle, but it's the follow through. He's booked him for, isn't it?
Yeah, lads, you're right. Just don't forget that Simon Jordan is actually a friend of Steve Bruce. As much as they talk about them falling out, it doesn't matter. That was years ago. They speak to each other all the time. And he says that himself on TalkSport, so just ignore the bloke. When it comes to Newcastle, anyway.
If Simon Jordan didn't have TalkSport, he'd be a nobody.
Yeah.
Can you go one comment back? I do totally agree with that.
Which one was that, mate? Sorry.
About the Palace.
Was it?
Yeah, Nick Wright.
Was it this one?
No. Nick Wright, I think it was.
Sorry,
yeah, this one. Don't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to give everyone confidence. Yes, Brandon, get 5,000 likes and Brandon gets a Steve Bruce tattoo on his arm. That's the deal.
No, not me on. Me leg. Next to the Newcastle badge.
If it's 5,000, like it's got to be a full sleeve.
Red Devils incoming.
So if he makes
5,000 likes, and it will be on me back, and it will be the Bruce one. How is the baking? You say?
If Bruce makes a sub now, a defensive sub now, I don't mind that because the game's coming towards the end.
Of course not. Makes more than sense.
It makes sense if he brings on Kraft or someone like that and goes shut up shop. I'm not against that right now. And also run down another.
That's more than logical though. Because like in 90 minutes, you want to defend your.
That's a great look at that header, man. It's a great header.
Roger, thank you very much for that, mate. Absolute legend for the donation. Appreciate it, mate.
Man, the match has been given to Callum Wilson by BT.
Because he scored?
Yeah, but his running's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
5 minutes added on time.
I think you saw, Robbie, what did you make of Newcastle the second half against you boys, against Leeds? Because I thought we were okay then as well. And, you know, it's crazy to think that he's made this much difference, but it must be down to him. This can't be Steve Bruce, because we could have seen it all season, do you know what I mean? And if it is down to Steve Bruce, where has it been for the rest of the season? So it is interesting.
It's an interesting question, which we can answer after like a few more games, probably.
Yeah. Only a few minutes left. 4
minutes left. 5 minutes stoppage time.
Giorgio Shelby, Fabian share over this. Give Fabian share thunder twat.
I would love to see Pickford's reaction after the game.
It's John Joe Shelby taking this.
Pickford is lucky that there's no fans allowed, not even away fans from us.
Not far at all from John Joe.
Frankie, thank you very much, mate. Another member for the channel. Absolutely, really, really appreciate that. We all do. helps us out massively. So thank you very much. Get yourself over to watch Brandon's skinny dipping video after this.
Don't give him too much hype. It's not skinny dipping though.
Okay.
Dip it in the sea.
Half naked dip in the sea. Is
Best
that better?
performance of the season, probably it is. Disciplined
I'm not
performance as well.
I have to say to Sam's question, I would say no. I think our best game still was West Ham, the first game.
Yeah.
I think this is better.
But this is probably our second best performance of the season.
Because this is a team against Lewis's boss. Play him! Switch it! Go on, Wilson's in on goal here. 1-on-1 with Pickford. Keep it low. Game wrapped up. 2-0.
Get in!
2-0.
Really?
Get in!
Wilson.
Get in!
The man of the match. Just
Fuck
run
yeah.
the camera. 2-0.
2-0, who would have thought?
2-0.
Wow.
Well,
Callum Wilson getting it
Wow.
done.
what a fucking finish.
Oh, hey, Callum.
I
That's
thought
how it's done.
Questioning how much he's on, questioning how much we paid for him outside of Newcastle fans. He's getting the job done. 2-0.
That's the column we know. That's the column we know.
on the counter.
just
ESM gets the ball in. Plays it for Lewis. I thought Lewis's delivery there would not be good enough, but he's lifted it. There's Callum Wilson. Bad touch, mind you, but you compose themselves and finishes it. 2-0 to 2.
Good ball by Lewis, I have to say.
Yeah.
So was it Johnny who said Callum Jamal Lewis can cross, and Sam said Lewis cannot cross, or was it the other way?
It's actually a poor touch by Wilson, not initially, but he gets himself composed. And,
but he has loads of space.
Yeah, 2-0, game hour. Newcastle pick up the 3 points. So early kick off. We've got 3 points, a positive display. Fuck me. That's got to be different today on all the videos.
Look at us all fucking happy. What's going on?
Finally, after so long.
And Steve Bruce has done the double over a world-class manager, Carlo Ancelotti.
I love your channel. Just have to say, Wilson's top class now and played sick today. Ali, just out of interest, are you worried about coming up against us now? Because I imagine you probably weren't a couple of weeks ago. What's your thoughts on the next game against us, mate? Liam, I don't know what you're going on about.
He's not home, correct?
At the very least, whoever set up today's structure has let the players have some pride. 100%.
We can sit back and relax, and we can enjoy this last minute.
I know.
Oh, Wilson's taking the mile on. Look at him go. Kick. No, the referee's not having it.
Martin, what are you doing for the rest of your birthday? You on the beer? Any alcohol? Let us know. Streaking around the streets, record it if you are. I'd love to see it.
I have to say though, Wilson worked his ass off today.
Mankey and Fabian Shea have done really well there together.
Pickford looks a little pissed off. He hates it, mate. He absolutely hates it.
We're getting so much joy on that right flank, aren't we?
Get him. What a performance. Arteta should start watching Callum Wilson to replace Lacazette and Alba. Hands off, Don. Hands off.
Yeah, that's 10 goals for Wilson now into double figures.
That's the first goal from open play for how long? 800 minutes or something stupid? 900 minutes?
Oh, what a tackle, Mankio. He's a contender as well. That's it, full time.
Get in. Get in. Oh, absolutely buzzing. What a performance from the lads.
Just update
what a performance. How many likes is the video on?
Look at Lewis being cocky now. Lewis being cocky against Ancelotti.
Performance on it. Everyone's going to Callum Wilson. Congratulating, rightly so. Great performance by him.
What did you make of Saint-Maximin when he come on?
Didn't really see much of him, but to be fair, he played his part in the first goal. Because if he doesn't keep that ball in, second goal, sorry. Because if he doesn't keep that ball in, doesn't put Lewis through, does he, on that left?
Absolutely.
It's not just a win. It's not just a win today. It's a performance today as well.
Yeah, definitely. Fully deserved.
Was it 900 minutes since we had a win? 900 minutes since we finally got a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical. I took Wilson out my fantasy team and put Calvert-Lewin in. It's understandable. But yeah, great result, lads. Let's hope it all goes up from here. So, where are we? Double completed over Dinosaur Hands. Come on, let's give Steve the credit. Is it all down to him, or has Graham Jones had a positive influence? We don't know, but we've got the result.
That's the question that needs to be answered the next few weeks.
Ben singing, "You're simply the best." Nice to see us not so dependent on Maxi. Absolutely. I can't believe we won a game. Saint Shearer, good win, but I still want Bruce out. Undeserved, in my opinion. I'm not sure what game you're watching.
Now, normally when we win, I would say, yeah, I totally agree. But massively disagree. The performance came with a result today.
Absolutely. All you Toon fans that have suffered for the last few weeks, enjoy this feeling. It's why you love your club. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You've been a few times and we appreciate your positivity.
Just a minute, going back on the last comment, right? Like what he said, like undeserved. I don't think so, because I cannot remember one of Everton's. They didn't have a really good chance. To be fair, like a big chance that we were thinking like, oh my god. Absolutely. They didn't have a great chance, does it?
No, it was first half, really. They had them a couple of chances. That was it. Darlow block and the Charleston.
But they were not full chances. Like
where was Calvert-Lewin today? Nowhere. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact that BT Sport have got an Evertonian in the studio on the studio.
Let's go.
They've got Leon Osman on.
Oh, have they? I'm just gonna. Where are we at in terms of the likes on this video?
I think
is it, man?
We're 9 points clear of the drop. I think what I've just seen there.
What a difference! This is near Newcastle. We all love. Perfect performance today. To be fair, I keep saying tonight because we're always doing late games. You lads deserve
that mindset.
Yeah. Well done, lads. 2-2. A part of me thinks this win paper's over the cracks, though. Potentially. But, you know.
Potentially, but what I want to say, everybody, is enjoy today. Enjoy the win. Enjoy the performance because they're rare. Take it in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you're right. At last, some positive content from us because it is.
I'm looking forward to watching all the videos and editing them and doing all the behind the scenes stuff today.
100%.
You know, it's funny and I'm happy. Like for the first time, I'm back on the fan reaction show. We got a win, so I don't need to hear all the negativity.
Yeah, Sam should be doing the fan reaction show because
I actually enjoy it for once.
Every time he does them, we lose.
If someone dares to be negative now, I'll slack them off.
What time is the what's the lineup now, Lee? Time wise,
2:30 in literally a couple of minutes. Stay tuned to the channel. Got Liam's doing the reaction. Sam's behind the scenes. That's at 2:30. 2:45. Carl is back with Brandon talking to all you lot, the fans. So that's in just over 15 minutes. And they've got about an hour and 15 minutes up until 4 p.m. Scoring the players is on 2-man team where it's Sam and Carl for half an hour, and then I'm back at 4:30 with 40, which will be a good 40. Will be in high spirits today after that win as well.
I love 40. 40 is the best.
Yeah.
Education Revisited says results are made in training. Well done, Bruce. I'm not giving Steve Bruce the credit personally, but if you want to, that is entirely up to you. The 7-week wait is over. You lot are finally smiling again. You know, we're on 245 likes. I think I've said 500 likes for me to shave the hair off. If we can get to 500 likes, and it doesn't have to be today, across the rest of the week, then I will shave my hair off on stream. But yeah, what a performance! Look forward to speaking to everyone in the fan reaction. It's going to be. I'm not going to be.
Go to YouTube and like the video that we do now, please.
Give Brandon his missus to like video.
So if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. We've got loads of positive content coming up for you right up until probably 5:30. So yeah, we'll see you in the instant reaction and the fan reaction, everything else. Been absolutely class already. See you shortly. Take care.